Holy fucking shitballs, we're coming in. All right.
Shirt.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the party. My name is Sean, and we're here tonight to play Storm of 4, and fuck Twitch verification recaptcha bullshit. It literally took me 9 minutes to pick those, those little stupid image things to, like, relog in with the chatbot. But now the chatbot works, so everything's fine. Hi, I'm Sean. I'll be your DM for the evening. I might have already said that, but I'm a little flustered. Tonight we're playing a story of elemental evil with these amazing human beings. Over to my stage right or left, I don't know, shut up. And I'm very excited to be playing with them, but before I go talk to them, let's say hello to our amazing sponsors, starting with Roll20. Thank you for the retweet on the way in today. Roll20 is the best place for virtual tabletops on the planet. You can go there right now and sign up for a free account by clicking on the link below, or if somebody can type !sponsors in chat, you'll get all the relevant information. I love you, Leona. Next up, of course, is So Nerdwear. So Nerdwear is our official merch sponsor. Look at that. There's a bunch of people wearing So Nerdwear t-shirts right now. They're awesome. One of those is from our last campaign with this amazing group of human beings. Mostly this amazing group of human beings. There's some new folk in as well. It's cool.
And also Thanrand.
And also Thanrand. I was going to get to that, by the way. I was going to get to that. And, of course, Tabletop Loot, the best place on the internet to buy your dice, is Tabletop Loot. Head on over there to tabletoploot.com and use the code WTTPDICE to get 15% off your next order of amazing internet dice. Also, check out our Patreon. It's the best way to support the stream. In the long term, it helps us pay Zoom. It helps us, give stipends to our volunteers, pay for art, pay for music when we buy music, all that sort of good stuff. And it's how we keep moving forward. So check out Patreon at patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg. And last but not least, Thanrand is amazing. And for the last couple of weeks, we've been boffing his name a little bit in a lot of our social media stuff. And I just wanted to say how much I love and respect him as a human being. And we left him off a graphic today because when I was putting the graphic together, I accidentally picked the graphic from 4 weeks ago. And I just wanted to say how much I love you and apparently also wank you, according to Smurf.
Yeah,
there might be
just
some
rolling dice. That's all. He's just rolling dice.
Oh, about time.
And with that, let's go around and say hello to our amazing group of people, not including Smurf. Starting with
It's your turn.
Bear Thandle. What did we Bear?
Thandle
Thandabear.
Thandabear. That's right. Thandabear.
Hi, I'm Thanrand, and tonight I am playing Rose Sylvius. He's a human druid.
Hi, Rosilius. Thank you, Jay Wolf, for the follow. Capjack.
Hey everybody, I'm Capjack, or at Captain J Cross on the Twitters, and tonight I will be playing the one, the only Victor Inkmasher, the Tiefling Artificer.
Yes, and quick note for those of you who've been following along from the beginning, we have changed Victor's class. He is still an artificer, but he is now a gunsmith. We took the original 2017 UA rules and fused them with the new artificer rules to make a class that I think we're much more happy with. So you can actually see the initial rules for that in the D&D Beyond overlay if you want. Check it out.
It's not done. I will fix it later.
Yeah,
I got what I needed for tonight.
We're getting there. It's up to level 3, which is all we care about right now. Leona.
Hi, my name is Leona. You can find me on Twitter at the Leona Maple, and tonight I am playing Seraphina Cinnamon Tea Leaf, our favorite wild magic halfling sorcerer.
Yay! Meg! I need to fix your camera. I'm sorry.
That was my fault. I adjusted because my life is chaos. Hi, I am Meg. I am playing Penelope von Brilland, your favorite fighty, kick-ass, high elf fighter thing person. I'm fried. It's been a long week. I'm so sorry.
I feel that. We're okay, so it seems like Twitch is telling me, everyone who's obviously watching us because it says we're live, that we're hosting Cactus Rogue Amber. Can I just get an F in chat to make sure we're actually live and something ridiculous isn't going on?
I see it.
We're live.
We're live.
We're
see
live.
us.
Okay, thank you all. I just wanted to make sure I'm getting a weird. Twitch is being weird today. I'm sorry.
We're there. Okay, cool.
Okay. Thank you all.
Chris, be
F
like-
for fuck. No, it is absolutely F for fuck. That is the correct answer. Because today has been a fuck show with Twitch.
Fuck show.
What a fuck
Usually
show.
have to pay extra for those.
You do, Chris.
What's up? What's up, everybody? You Christopher Royale on social media. Judo Kilo here on Twitch, and today I'm playing Gus.
Yes.
Bully Bugbear, half-orc barbarian.
Truth.
That's it. All I got.
Okay.
And fuck.
Indeed. Smurf.
Hey everybody, I'm
Hi.
Smurf. Tonight I am playing Cavi, who is the brother of Ro, although they may not actually be related.
What?
But yeah.
Shut up.
What?
You tell me. You figure it out, and then we'll go from there. I've had a day. I'm really excited to play
And
D&D.
Goodbye, Laser Thighs. You terrible troll. Bye-bye.
Oh man.
That sucks so bad.
Damn.
Aw.
Yeah.
Could
Remember
have
to
been a
sign up.
decent person and then weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just.
Oh, well.
Okay. It's okay.
Okay, let us keep going.
Sign up for my OnlyFans.
That for your OnlyFans. Yeah.
OnlyFans,
yeah, DSP
please.
Sports got the best.
Oh,
I've got my OnlyFans. If you
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Yeah.
OnlyFans
Yeah.
all the time.
All right.
Gonna hang out at Judo Hub.
Okay. Who wants to tell me what happened last week on A Storm of Four?
We didn't
Let
play.
me tell you what happened last week.
Okay,
Nothing.
2 weeks ago. Shut up.
Nailed it.
I volunteer as tribute.
Yay! It's not me.
Leona was real hype in chat, so let her do it.
There
yeah,
we go.
I'm into it.
I wrote notes. I literally wrote notes.
Yay.
So I actually have this. A team of Harpers that has been sent to Red Larch to investigate strange going-ons. We found ourselves last week in an underground dwarven-built place, some kind of underground something, and it connects to the quarry in Red Larch. We rescued a boy named Braylon and discovered the Earth Cult's Chamber of Moving Stones, and we discovered that the Earth Cult people are called Believers. And on some dead cultists, we found mithril trading bars. So that was a thing.
Yes. Dwarven mithril trading bars.
Dwarven
From Mirabar.
From Mirabar. And a dozen dwarvish books. Found this out from what's his face? We
Valvo?
found out
Valivo.
Valivo.
Yes.
We found out from Valivo that a dozen dwarvish books showed up in Womford that were supposed to be on their way from Mirabar to Waterdeep. There are also fresh graves and a missing delegation that was going to Waterdeep, and the bars lead us to believe that there is a connection between the cultists and wider goings on in the area. So
Yes. The crux
That's
of the
right.
issue. That was actually pretty great. There are a lot of threads in this specific game, and so you did very, very well for
Yay.
like the bunch of random clues that you have. The primary thread is that there is a trade delegation going from Mirabar to Waterdeep who has gone missing, and you have found one of the first clues, which is this trade bar in that strange place underneath Red Larch, right? So, having talked to your Harper contact Valivo, he gave you all this information you talked about. There are some graves spotted nearby. There was some of the books that are like really important to like dwarven lore and magic were seen in Womford. The last place the delegation was seen was south of Belliard, and then there was some sort of strange going on at a place called Scarlet Moon Hall. And I know before we jumped in, I know for continuity's sake, at the last game, we had already stepped off on our way to go check out those graves, but there was one conversation, I think, that needed to happen before that between Seraphina and Valivo. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Seraphina and the crew, I mean, everybody can be there for this unless you don't want them to be.
No, they're all there for this.
Okay.
It's kind of like just before everyone's leaving. Everyone else is probably like halfway out the door, and Seraphina's still staring at the map. And she goes, "Hey, Valivo, do you know of a place called Feathergale Spire?"
I mean, yeah. I know of the.
Yeah.
There's some
Is it on the map somewhere? Is it like on our way?
It's. I mean, it's kind of on your way. It's more up in the hills, than that. But yeah. Why?
I was told to go looking for the runaway daughter of a noble. Flip, is it who sent me here in the first place?
Yeah, no, Flip.
Yeah. Well, he told me to go look for this runaway daughter of a noble, and apparently she's off with some flying circus troops in Feathergale Spire or something like that.
Yeah, no, they've been around for a little while actually. You may have seen them like flying around on hippogriffs or something like that. They are kind of like a knightly order, I guess.
What? That's cool.
A little bit. Yeah, and they like to like fly around on mounts and stuff. Yeah, at Feathergale Spire, it's and he kind of points, if you just go like due west, maybe 14 miles, it's going to be the largest thing you see. So you get on top of a big hill, you'll see it, and you'll be able to walk right towards it. It's actually built into a valley, so you want to be careful. Like, you can't really approach it from the base. You have to find like the right hill to get to it on. It's literally a spire that they like built a bridge across to. I haven't really hung out with them since they've been here. I was up that way doing some hunting, and I saw the tower, and they do have a bunch of people flying around it and stuff, which is kind of neat.
Wow. Okay. Well, maybe on our way back, I'll check that place out with the team then.
For sure.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, sounds great to me.
I just can't see it on the map, is why.
Oh yeah, no, I will exit for you now. Oh gosh. I will now show you the location of Feathergale Spire. What is this ridiculousness here? You go to map level layer. Map layer. You. Oh no, you know that there's a path that you've already been on once. Okay, there.
What?
What?
Ah, there. Okay.
What? Oh, there's Feathergale Spire.
You what, mate?
Yep. Okay. The only reason it would take you longer is because you have to move through the hills.
Me, Mom.
So technically, it is quicker for you to travel to the graves first because it's all flat land. You can skirt around and get there. That's the only reason it's actually quicker. Because it's kind of, you have to like travel over hills and
Yeah, that's cool. And she'll just kind of relay this information to the team as they kind of leave, and she'll be like, on our way back, we should go to Feathergale Spire.
I agree with that, but I'm not there.
So long as everyone agrees.
We have to fly to get in there? Well, that'd be interesting.
There's a bridge, I think.
Yeah, it's like a tower. There's probably an entrance, says Valavel.
Okay, cool. We'll check it out. And then they can boop, 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 carry on the merry way.
Okay, so you all wanted to leave kind of the evening before and start heading out that way, and then finish up kind of like getting to where that gravesite is supposed to be around midday the next day. Is that still what you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you're heading out, it's not that, it's only like a 14-mile maybe hike out there. The only weirdness, your choice is essentially how long do you want to stay on the path before you deviate, right? The longer you stay on the path, kind of the closer you'll get, but the longer it will take you to get there, if that makes sense. Because the path kind of dips south, and so you'll be able to travel more of the distance more quickly. But it will take you longer because that final leg is a bit longer at the end as you kind of cut northeast. And so that will take you longer altogether, but it is also a generally safer route as you are taking the path most of the way, or you can just cut across country, and it will be quicker, but a little bit more dangerous.
What do we think? Do we think that going cross country is wise? I mean, who among us is a good guide in the wilderness?
Ro? He's a druid?
Literally grew up in the forest, my friend.
Well, then perfect.
He was raised by trees, and then he smoked.
Between you and Pell, that should work fine for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Especially with Kavi scouting.
So we're just gonna sleep on the way, or we're just gonna go and then camp?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have everything we need?
Yeah.
There was an OOC out of character poof buying of things. If anybody else would like to pick up any additional stuff before you leave, now it's time to do it.
Just real quick, everyone has bedrolls and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Trail rations.
Yeah.
Good talk. All right.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing.
I have 1 day of rations. Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Unless there is a dramatic reason for me to care about them, literally never going to care about rations. Like, just don't even, like, we're not using encumbrance, so you have the food you need to travel. Unless there is some dramatic reason for us to start caring about it, right? I don't want that stuff
Makes
to get
sense.
in the way of that. Yeah. Okay, so, Ro, how do you... So have you guys decided if you're going to go across country or take the path and then cut up?
What's the difference in time, I guess?
Yeah.
It is quicker to go cross country. It's more dangerous. By a few
much
hours.
quicker?
A few hours. Yep. You'll get there mid-morning as opposed to afternoon.
How important is that? Team. It's a few hours, like mid-morning, mid-afternoon.
We're helpful.
Let's do it.
Well,
I mean, I'm inclined to do it just for the memes, but
For the what?
it's a thing I'm inventing. I'm working on it.
I'm very excited to see it.
I need to know all of your ideas.
We'll talk later. And
Can we profit off them?
Probably not.
So, here's my thoughts. We just had another cult leader escape us. We might cut them off if they're going in the same direction. You never know.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
All right. So that didn't feel like a decision.
We're cutting
Yes,
across the country.
Oh,
We're cutting
cutting cross country? Okay. Yeah. Sweet. All right. Cool. So Ro, tell me how you trailblaze as a person of the forest. Yeah, I use words.
Well, first we get in a circle and I bring out my sack of herbs.
Sure.
Now's not the best time for that.
Oh,
Oh.
hold on. It's always time.
I mean, you don't have to.
No, I'll partake every
Okay.
time.
All right.
Don't ever leave me out.
What's this, Ro?
Oh, no.
Oh no. You're gonna love it.
Oh, okay.
And then just puff.
Don't worry about it, Seraphina. Don't worry about it. Let's go.
You don't have to, unless you want to.
Am I being led away?
Yeah. Run.
This is how
Seraphina
I
is
blaze
led
trails.
away.
She just picks you up. Nope.
It's good to calm the rages.
We might need those later, though, so not too much.
Okay, so give me your better of than a nature or a survival check.
13.
Not bad. Yep. Okay.
I might have
Sorry.
smoked too much.
I have popcorn, and it's good. I'm sorry if you hear it crunchy. I'm almost done with it. So, as you begin to move across country, you only needed a 10, by the way. You're pretty much marching in a straight line, right? It's like it's that way, pretty much east. The area around Red Larch itself is relatively flat and sparse trees here and there with green fields and farmland. It is spring, and as night begins to roll in, you do start to see off in the distance thunderstorms with purple and green lightning in it. And it is a little off-putting because you haven't ever seen, other than during your time in the valley, these sorts of strange weather phenomena. At one point, there's this intense cold snap where it's almost like you're walking through the north and it's super cold. You think it's going to start snowing, and then it like almost immediately snaps back to normal. By the time darkness falls, you find yourself in the foothills of the Somber Hills where you can make camp.
Looks like a good spot.
I like it.
Sweet.
Want to scout around and make sure nothing is nearby?
Yes.
Oh, yes, I can do that. Let
So
me go
being that
look
this area is
around.
hilly, your big choice is on top of a hill or on the bottom of a hill, like between hills.
Always on top, unless we're hiding specifically from bad guys.
Okay.
Are we hiding?
I think we're looking for them, right?
Yeah, they should be hiding from us.
Yeah, so on the top then.
Okay. Who wants to make me a survival check?
Ro's
Copy
better,
or
though.
Ro, somebody pick.
I'll go. I'll do it. I'll do it.
My +0 is not going to help.
Oh yeah, my +5 is better than that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you do it.
Yeah. If we're going to stealth, though, that's my game.
If you're camping on top of the hill, you're not stealthing.
19.
Oh, 19.
9. Yeah, 19.
Yeah. You actually, as you begin to move around, you come up on top of one of the hills, and there's a number of like rock outcroppings on top of it, and that is an area that is both protected from the wind, which can get a little heavy up on top of the hills here, and you can probably build a fire in here without it being seen from every direction, if you're looking to be a little bit more stealthy. So, it's kind of a nice place to camp.
Told you.
Nice.
Looks good.
Watch order.
I can stay up.
Victor will take for Caracas and Victor for first watch.
Sounds good.
I'll take second.
I will also take that fucking word. Ow. Bye. Penelope needs a nap.
Ro, do you want third or fourth?
I only
I
need 3
don't-
watches.
Yeah, we'll just take third together, bro.
Oh, heck yeah, man.
Bro it up.
Let's do it.
No, we're just gonna
Alright.
we're just gonna watch.
Caracas and Victor on first watch. As everybody else begins to fall asleep and the world around you kind of quiets down, the soft rolling sound of thunder in the distance, it's almost like you've seen them in Waterdeep before, fireworks going off far in the distance with the different color flashes that are happening out there. At one point, a few drops of hail fall out of the ground, or fall down from this a completely clear sky. Yeah, essentially. And
What's
why don't
this?
you make me perception tests?
Do you want me to assist you?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll assist you.
Okay.
I only got a +1. I figure you got better than me.
17 total.
Okay. As you're standing during the night, you hear a couple crows fly by at one point. One of them lands for a moment on one of the like the large sort of like jutting out stones that you've made your camp in. But otherwise, there's nothing weird that happens during your watch, and it ends uneventfully. Penelope and Seraphina, you wake up. You're woken up by Caracas and Victor to take your watch. And as you do, this almost hot, almost arid breeze begins to blow through where you are. It's as if suddenly the landscape had turned to desert while retaining the features on the ground. It passes soon enough, and as you settle in for your watch, can I get each of you to make a perception check?
Uh, 10 for me.
Math.
Math!
You gonna make it?
I'm okay. I'm just tired. It's 17.
Aww.
Okay. Oh, Yaga, thank you.
Oh, okay.
There's a couple of times during your watch when down on the northern side of the hill you hear some rustling. If you choose to do anything about that or not, it's up to you.
Should we go check it out?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll go check it out.
Are you approaching openly or stealthily?
Stealthily.
Definitely stealthily.
Make me stealth checks.
You make me stealth check.
Oh, this is not good. 3.
Oh, nice.
21.
Okay. Well,
Can I modify this real quick?
how?
She's gonna put Seraphina on her back.
Seraphina rolled a 3. So even on your back.
But I feel like that's why she rolled a 3. It was not the most graceful thing.
Yeah, I love it. All right, so you're putting Seraphina on your back, and you have like your do you have anything noisy on you, Seraphina?
Maybe
Just
like
a personality.
Right.
a loud personality and cook's utensils.
Nice. Okay. Cook's utensils are perfect. So for some reason, you decided to sleep with your pan, one of your frying pans, kind of hooked to your belt. And as you get lifted up, there's this kink, kink, kink as it bashes up against one of Penelope's hilts on her of her sword, and you hear the from down in the bushes below you.
Is that enough to wake us up?
Nope, not unless they choose to try to wake you up yet. They were still attempting to be stealthy. It wasn't like they dropped a pile of rocks.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Is that?
I think that's off.
I can't. Can you understand what they're saying?
The last one just spoke in common and said "flibbit." I think they saw us.
Okay.
Oh. Well, what if we pretend we didn't see them and we tried to sneak up on them?
Sure.
I think she's talking about pretending not to see us.
Seraphina, what languages do you speak?
Seraphina speaks Common and Halfling.
Fuck. Okay, never mind.
An arrow goes sailing over you, and you hear all this.
You are surrounded on that hill! Give us your money! I order a flibbit! The great!
Everyone wake up!
She's just gonna like help. She's gonna pick up Seraphina and just like put her back on the ground.
What's going on?
We're surrounded by something!
It's your shift.
Not time yet.
Guess Victor roll over and just look up and look around.
You don't see anything. You hear. Make perception checks. Because they're still trying to be stealthy. It's just Seraphina or Penelope heard them, and so can now hear them.
That's 12.
No, okay.
I got a 7 this time.
No, good. Yeah, that's great.
Good for you.
No, it's not.
Cool.
Anybody else gonna take a perception on that?
Me. 30-20.
That wake us all up.
You already got a perception check. You don't need to keep
I want
going,
another
so
one.
You're good.
Hey, what about second perception check?
Whoa. That woke us all up then, right?
Yeah, you are all awake.
I'm really still really high and got a 1 natural 1.
Nice. Okay, sweet. So who got over 15? Did anybody get over 15?
I'm still trying to go back to sleep. So I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong.
Penelope, you're the one who hears and he goes,
Time yet.
I think they're waking up a little bit. They're too flippant. Come out with your hands up by the order of the mighty Flibbit!
Wait.
I'm sorry, the mighty who?
Flibbit!
Flubber?
What is that noise?
Yeah, what is it?
that?
Go. I'm trying to sleep.
Caracas, there's a bully.
Wait, what?
That accent.
I'm up.
It's
Does that sound like a
absolutely
goblin?
It absolutely sounds like a goblin accent.
Victor goes, wait a moment.
Who is it? You speak goblin? Of course I do. Oh, are you goblin? Kind of. What mean kind of?
Bro, what the hell is going on?
She said there was a bully. We gotta go check it out.
Oh, all right.
talk.
We are bandits! Give us our money!
In Gobbly.
Oh.
You are surrounded by the mighty army of Flibbit!
And?
Keep hearing Flibbit. What is that?
We will
have
take
no
your
idea.
blood and then your gold unless you give us just your gold.
I'm sorry, are you goblins or vampires?
Shut that!
This is all happening in Goblin, right?
Yes.
Victor just looks back at everyone. We have goblins.
What are they saying?
Give them our money or they'll kill us, which
Tell them we wish to enter diplomacy.
The other ones want to talk.
Why?
Why?
They like talk through problems.
Ridiculous!
I know, right?
Right?
Normally, this is the part where I blow you up.
Or the part where we put you full of arrows.
I know goblin engineer and brooms.
I
Do
don't
you really
care.
want to try?
Bring it. I have an army of Flibbit!
What is that squeaky noise? Bring it.
Flibbit.
It's bullies.
Are you attempting to convince them of something? Are you attempting to do something to manipulate them in some way? Victor, who is speaking to them.
yes. I guess persuade him that just no, this is just not gonna work.
Okay. You can do it with advantage because you speak Gobbly.
Cool.
Or whatever. Yep.
It's a 15. So,
All right. We'll send up an envoy.
Okay.
This
They're sending up an envoy. Don't kill them.
What's envoy?
Like a
Person to talk
representative.
to us.
Yeah.
Is he a bully?
He's.
No, the envoy's not a bully.
I'm so confused.
It's okay, buddy.
They're a messenger.
a female goblin
shoot them.
comes walking up, wearing a simple white top with like a leather jack over top of it, and black pants that have got holes in them all over the place. Short sword, bow strung across her back.
And she comes up and goes, "Hello, I'm Nibbit.
Victor.
This isn't common.
Hi, Nibbit.
Hello.
Hello.
Nibbit, not Flibbit.
Hello,
No,
Nibbit.
no,
I'm
Flibbit's my
Victor.
partner.
Oh. Cool.
Congratulations.
We would like your
Hi.
money, please.
Caracas.
Hi, Caracas. You're very tall.
You're short.
Yes.
Wow. That
There's
was uncalled for.
army of you out there.
Oh, yes, we surrounded you with our army of Flibbit.
I would
Insight.
like to roll insight.
Anyone who didn't roll inside, he would
Uh-huh.
like to.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be
That's a
dirty
natural 20.
Oh,
15.
there's the two of them.
Yeah, it's kind of what I figured.
So I'm gonna go look at your army.
Oh, no, you should stay here, otherwise I'll kill you.
Well, I'm gonna go risk it. And I'm gonna walk.
Risk it.
Look,
Bad for you. Just give
Nibbit.
us your money, it'll be fine. Trust me. Just get.
At the Nibbit.
I don't see anything.
Victor.
How about 20 gold? How about just 20 gold? How about that? And then we'll
Victor,
leave.
Victor.
And we won't have to talk to us anymore.
We should hire them.
What?
Oh yeah,
No,
because that went well the last time.
We
Kavi,
have to keep trying.
not them.
Why not them?
Why
'Cause
not
they're
us?
clearly bad at it.
I'm sorry. You said you wanted how much gold?
20?
All right,
Why?
here.
Oh my God!
No, this is not how this works.
No!
Nice!
Typical rich person. Money solves all my problems. I never have to talk anything out ever, or hire the unemployed, or anything. Just
I will happily sustain them if need be, but if I don't have to deal with this chaos, then fuck yeah, I'll pay them off.
Hey, Goblin Speaker, why do you have a metal one of us on your back?
Oh. Learn how to make that. I miss the rest of family. And this way I can carry some family around.
You're not a goblin.
Excuse me, I learned so much from the goblins.
Hey,
I know the horn tones. That gives me every time.
Flibbit!
Gate.
I'm coming! And up comes Flibbit. Excuse me. Another female goblin comes up.
It's the only other one.
A sword and a dagger. They gave me 20 gold. You should ask for 20 gold. This one thinks he's a goblin, and the rest of them, that one tried to pay me off. The rest of them seem okay, so far they haven't tried to kill me. But they figured out we don't have an army. Oh, okay.
No, there's only dwarves there, and we kind of knew that.
Right, but they're still speaking in common, so anybody can interact with them. Victor may be speaking in goblin, but they're still speaking in common. Okay.
We gave you 20 gold. You can go now.
I didn't get 20 gold.
Can't you share it? 10 gold each?
She got 20 gold, but I didn't get 20 gold. This one has like a shock of red hair that's just kind of wild and exploding on top of her head. Kind of a longer nose. One of her like pointy ears has like earrings coming down the side of it, like a bunch of gold earrings.
Pretty.
Hello.
Same kind of like tattery appearance and things like that.
Yeah. They look like they've been living on the road for a while. I don't know. You want to take 20 gold and we'll go. That'll be fine.
Maybe they.
What if I fix your clothing?
Is this not a community property county?
What does that mean? What's it talking about? I don't know.
Oh.
They're
Waterdeep is.
Not tax collectors.
Well, they're partners.
Oh,
so
yeah, it's taxes. That's a good one. I like it. Taxes. It's 20 gold and taxes.
You can use that one.
For living on our hill. Yes.
Yes. Our fee for that is 20 gold for our advice. We're now even. Congratulations. We gave you free advice. You better pay the 20 gold back.
Make a deception check.
Oh, you're about to get wrecked, Throck.
Get wrecked, son.
Not 20. 23.
You see the two of them start conversing for a moment. Okay, that seems fair.
It's more than fair.
So,
Penelope takes the 20 gold back.
No! You would have to attempt to take it from them.
And then
sleight of hand. I will happily sleight of hand this shit.
And then we have to pay Flibbit the 20 gold. Right?
Make a 18. Nope. There's just slap. As you try to go, yeah, that was for the other 20 gold. That was for Flibbit's 20 gold. Yeah, that was for my 20 gold.
Y'all
Which is now your 20 gold. Which is now ours.
I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Yeah, I feel like I put my cloak on.
Are we good?
Flibbit.
Yeah.
Flibbit.
Yes?
This is the area you live in, correct?
Kind of.
Are you familiar with the tombs to the southeast?
Tombs to the southeast. Over by Red Lodge?
Survey says yes.
I kind of, yeah.
Do you know a safe way to get there?
Walk?
Yes, but as you well know, that some places are safer for walking than others.
I mean, if you get off the path, it's all kind of the same. Nobody patrols it. That's why we're here. Thanks for the money, Dan.
Looking at Penelope, it was certainly a decision.
I'm sorry?
What?
What?
Well, can I at least fix your clothing? It is a little tattered.
Are we gonna have to pay for it?
Where do you go? Be quiet. I'm trying to sleep.
Alright. No, I'm not if we have to pay for it.
No.
It's gonna go okay, bye.
No, you do not have to pay for it.
Oh, okay.
It is
yes, please.
a favor between... It's a favor of two goblins.
You know, fix it.
Alright, I will fussle. And just goes through with needle turn, fussle, and cast mending on everything.
Oh, sure, yeah. They are mended. This is getting kind of awkward. Can we leave now? Okay, thank you.
Just next time you do this, try and sneak up on them and shoot them first, versus telling them you have an army
we don't
when you
want to kill people. We just want our money.
Usually, people don't give that up very easily.
We're all threatening and goblin-y. People hate goblins.
That's fundamentally
That
false.
is true.
No, it's not. I love goblins.
You
So
are
do
an
I,
exception. Most people are very misunderstanding of goblins. It's
True.
frustrating.
Yes. We only eat babies when we're out of other food.
Right? That's what I keep telling them.
Oh,
That makes sense.
I know. That's what I said. Okay. Well, thank you for the gold and for fixing our clothing. We're going to go now. Okay.
Go take care.
Bye.
And then they leave. Unless you stop them. They will run away.
No.
Okay. Unless you have met Flibbit and Nibbit.
They are absolutely going to show up tomorrow night and demand the gold.
Why does everybody keep trying to stop me from having an unmanageable high level of cohorts?
I'm personally, I think you should try and do whatever you want to do. Your party.
We should really try and get a big group to support us. And then we can outsource missions to them to accomplish personal goals.
They'd have to prove they're trustworthy first.
Yes, that's why you have to hire them first. Like, okay, I admit we're 0 for 1. Okay? But that doesn't mean that we should stop trying forever because of one bad experience.
I'm going to bed.
I rest my case.
Victor goes to bed.
I'll take over watch from here. Y'all can go sleep now.
Thank you.
Hey, Kavi and
Ro.
Ro. Yeah.
Time to wake and bake.
Oh, is it time? We're not dealing with those goblins anymore, are we?
No, they're gone.
All right, cool.
You gotta be nice with the goblins, though.
I wasn't mean to the goblins.
Well, you're kind of
Pointed out there was
demeaning.
no army. That's all.
It's true.
They didn't have an army. That's it. What was that?
I forgot to silence my phone.
What the fuck? What is that?
Victor from the corner. Shut up, backpack.
Okay, so that doesn't seem right, does it? One second. I need to check a note real quick.
So that's a long rest?
Oh yeah, it's absolutely a long rest.
Long rest.
Checking one thing real quick that I forgot to look at because I don't know
rest.
why. Okay, so team Kavi and Ro, your watch will pass uneventfully as the eventful thing has already happened for this sleep.
Wait.
Sweet. Morning comes. You find yourself about a 3-hour walk away from where those graves were supposed to be that were marked on your map of the region.
I feel more capable magic-wise.
It's like my battery's recharged or something. What happens next?
Let's get going.
We are going
I
to
made
go.
breakfast!
Yay!
And Seraphina hands everyone breakfast, and she's like, sorry for the interruption last night. There you go. And it's just like a steaming bowl of hot porridge that she's half magic.
Shit.
Oh, very good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's what I do. Chef's tools.
Hot porridge for the team, having been consumed from the deft cooking hands of Seraphina. Full stomachs take off to the east to go check out these strange graves pointed out by Valivo that may have something to do with a missing delegation of dwarves. Team.
Yeah.
Ro, are you leading the way again?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Hey. 22.
Nice. Easy enough. You make your way across this territory for the first time, using the southern rim of the hills as your guide. You're able to find the rise that Valova was talking about. And there on it, you see a barren hilltop. 4 freshly dug shallow graves, the earth scraped out of the holes piled nearby. Although hastily gathered stones cover all 4 of the graves, there is a faint smell of death hanging in the air, and several vultures circle overhead. And from here, as well, as you're looking around, you have a good view of the surrounding hills. It's a pretty good vantage point. In fact, several miles to the north, you can see the outline of a tall tower circled by large birds.
Oh!
Yeah,
Hey,
check
maybe
that
that's
out.
Thundergale Spire!
Oh, that's where you have to go.
That's
like
where we're going on the way back.
What's the fundamental difference between a tower and a spire?
Height?
The
Stairs?
birds on top?
Letters.
I love you, Chris.
Cavi, see, there are 2 separate, totally different words.
Okay,
He's right.
I understand that.
Not wrong.
Okay,
But they both have 5 letters, right?
I didn't think that much about it.
I could tell.
What do you mean?
Don't worry about it.
All right.
I wasn't that mean to the goblins.
Fair.
There were goblins?
Yeah, apparently, yeah, there were goblins. They said they had an army, but they didn't. It's fine.
I thought I had a dream.
Penelope paid them for some reason.
I give to all.
She has lots of money. She just doesn't know what to do with it. It's fine.
I give to people that need it.
I need
She
it.
solves all of her problems with money.
Well, if I could do that, then I would pay you off to leave me alone.
Oh, got him.
Sounds like a good business.
Doesn't want me to leave her alone. See that?
Yeah.
That's because
You're the
fun.
chosen one, Ro.
I'm not the chosen one. That's stupid.
He's a bear.
I'm a bear. That's it.
The chosen bear.
So,
Keeping Ro with us is a bare necessity. We understand.
No, that's so bad.
I quit. That's it. Game's over. It's done. I'm done here. We're all.
This is gonna be the first time I tapped out in the last 2 years.
I'm out.
Oh my god.
look at these graves. Just look at them.
So these are very fresh graves?
Don't change the subject.
Oh, I heard grapes. I was like, why are we talking about fruit?
Great.
You find yourself standing on a barren, windswept hill, 4 freshly covered graves, dirt to the side, rocks on top of them, vultures overhead, and a tower, or possibly a spire, some miles off to the north.
It is a tower. A spire goes on top of a building. It is not a building itself.
It does technically have a
Yeah.
spire on top.
It's a tower with a spire. Interesting.
Okay.
I'm feeling very inspired. Good job. So, does it look like the stones are on top of the graves to keep anything from coming out?
I don't. How would you ascertain that?
So basically, you said that when there's stones on top, like on top of the grave,
Yeah,
that's
like you
been
would
dug,
cover a
or
grave
like
with
a
stone.
headstone.
In like that most cliche of medieval ways, you would stone, and then I'm gonna put stones on it because it's a grave, and that's what you do.
Anything else weird going on around here? Like
Vultures,
just graves. There's
dirt,
nothing.
tower.
That's it.
Yeah.
There's nothing else.
You can make investigation checks.
I can do that.
Well, nope. These are graves.
Anybody can make them, by the way. It's not, yeah.
Does anyone want to help me make one?
What are we doing?
I tried and got a 2 + 0.
God, thank you.
What are we doing?
Investigation.
Investigation checks.
Looking for weird
That's
shit.
a 22.
Yay!
16.
Math.
Not even once.
So I'm thinking
14?
about Spire Tower.
14.
Okay. So, it's been a number of days since whatever happened here happened here. But this is where the fight happened. These people, whoever is buried under here, were buried on the spot because they died here. And the reason you can tell that is because there's a little bit of detritus around the area. A broken link of chainmail here, a snapped off arrowhead there. Something happened here, and then whoever won took the time to put these people into graves.
Well, that's pretty honorable.
We need to dig one of them up.
What?
Why?
Well, that seems
That's
uncalled for.
disrespectful.
This is why we don't know who won. This will tell us who won.
Can't we just do like a census or something? I mean, obviously we can. That would take too much time.
What if we asked around and maybe someone saw what happened?
Asked who? Fina.
Maybe the people in that tower with the spire and the vulture.
Yeah.
Are the goblins following us?
Ro, can't you like talk to animals?
Why? No.
Oh, I thought that was a thing that you could do.
Ruined.
Why would it? They don't speak common or anything.
There's not like a magic thing that you could do. I could have sworn you could talk to animals. Isn't that like one of the perks of turning into a bear?
No.
I don't understand you at all.
I'm
Aren't
sorry.
you brothers?
Wait, so the time that you were speaking to that bird was a lie? So it didn't
What's
want
that?
me to buy you dinner?
Oh, you're still here. Shit.
Yeah, that doesn't normally work.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's okay. It's okay. You're hungry, I get it. So let's ask the people in the spire, yeah?
Yeah, but that was a good
Spire
thing.
is many miles away.
What about the goblins that are probably following us? But I don't know if they are or not.
Are the
I've been
goblins
using
following
your
us?
passive perceptions to test to see
15.
if you notice anything. And no one has noticed anything.
Huh.
Would we be able to make an active perception?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would like to
Okay.
actively perceive.
Also,
Whoever's good at
same.
that I will help.
All right. Yeah. You
I can help someone.
Okay. Well, I got 18 plus 5, so
19 plus 3 is.
22.
Thank you.
I win.
Yes, they're following you.
Figured.
See, I told you last night this is what they were going to be doing.
They're
Flip
2
it.
hills over.
Yeah,
watching
no,
you from far
just
away.
call him.
They're
Yo!
probably
Just wave at them.
Flip it!
they back off the backside of the hill.
No, come on!
Do they just fall off?
No, it's a hill.
No,
You
they
can
just-
just
fall
back behind
backwards.
it. They literally back up into where you can't see them because it's a hill, not a cliff.
Have you not heard the story of Jack and Jill?
Yes.
Shit, she's right. It is a crazy tale.
One of them pokes their head up. Boop. You think it's Flibbit because of the red hair.
Just come here. Please? We want to talk. We have a question.
Well, that's
And then they both come walking up. It's weird because they're like 600 yards away. So you see them like walk over the hill, and then they're gone for like 5 minutes, and then they're up on top of the next hill, and then they're down, and then they're
You're
up. It
almost
takes
here.
Oh,
hi.
so it would take about 10 minutes, actually.
Okay, whatever. Hi. Why would it take 10 minutes?
Well, no, you said it takes about like 5 minutes or whatever for the first one. So, because if we had 10 minutes, I would have done a ritual detect magic.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead and do a ritual detect magic.
Done.
Let me see. Is there anything to magically detect? There are 2 things to magically detect from 2 of the graves.
So it just goes, there's magic over here.
There's magic in them there graves.
There's a snake in my boot.
And by the time you have figured that out with all of your magical sensing and ritualizing,
Hello? Says Flibbit.
Look.
What?
Do you know anything about this?
Maybe.
He's specifically asking if you saw the battle that occurred.
Yeah, specifically.
Shut up.
Penelope's going to take out a gold coin and just be like, do you?
It's going to take more than 1 gold.
Splits it and it's 2.
Make a perception or a persuasion check.
Doubled for offer.
Box. Nat 20 plus whatever that was. Perception, 23? Or not perception. What is that? Persuasion? 24.
Okay. Nope.
Do I believe this?
Make an insight check.
Make an insight check.
Got it. On it.
They don't know anything.
16? Oh, sorry, 14. 14.
Nope.
Plus 4.
Ro, what did you get?
Like 6.
Oh. They seem straight up.
Do you know anyone that might know?
Looking knowingly.
Oh, like you for more money?
Huh.
Yeah,
Well-
Penelope, open up the coin purse.
Not until I get more info.
What info do you want?
Who
When
is
did
this?
I'm going to point to one of the graves.
Well, okay, so,
And you're like, should we really tell them? I don't know if we would tell them.
we didn't see the fight. That's why we didn't tell you about the fight. We didn't see it.
Okay, but do you know who it is?
Is this Flippy plan yet?
It's weird. So we saw them bury them,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a dwarf and like a woman with a big red axe on her chest, like on a tabard.
That was buried or did the burying?
That was buried. And then there was this weird guy who could fly with like these feathery things on his back. And then it's like
Like
one
a bird?
No, it's like a. I don't know. It's like he could like put his wings out, and then it'd be like, and then,
That sounds dope.
I know. And then there were they buried one guy in like all this rock armor, but it was a bunch of guys in rock armor who buried the other 4.
Rock armor
see.
buried them.
Yeah.
Why would the rock armor bury
So
them?
when they're pointing, which have the 2 magical signatures on it?
The 2 left ones.
Oh, but they're not
Oh, they
pointing
didn't
out,
put
like,
that-
who's
they
buried.
didn't-
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they don't know which one is which.
Got it. All right. So one that was flying. Would you say they were? You're looking for the big people?
I don't understand. What do you mean?
Opposite me.
What? That doesn't make it. I'm opposite you. You're tall. I'm small.
Both of us. Like Featherwing?
No, they had a cloak, and I went.
Ah. All right, so
You know where they went?
A cloak of flying.
After they finished burying him, where'd they go?
They went off to the west or east of here.
West or east?
East, east, like northeast.
Where was the sun?
It was northeast. I'm sorry,
Okay.
northeast.
What is northeast
So
of
looking on the
us right
map.
now?
Belliard?
Yeah. What was it, Belliard again?
Belliard was the last place where the thingy was seen, where they were seen.
Dwarven scripts or something.
So the Mirabar delegation from which the Dwarven tomes were stolen was last seen moving south from Belliard.
And they're moving back northeast. So.
And where's the
they
tower
got
from
all
us?
the way here. And the delegation is southwest, right? Or the tower is southwest.
No, it's northwest of you.
Okay, so the tower's north.
Oh,
west.
I thought we were
Belliard is
here.
northeast. So
No, you are on the pink.
Got it.
Yeah, you're here.
Got
it.
it.
Roll 20 worked for me.
And so they went off in this direction.
Yeah, but northwest, not west. I'm sorry. I'm really bad. I don't know why I'm screwing up directions all over the place. Confirmed. They went northeast. Northeast.
This direction.
3 o'clock.
Which there's a big circle there. Because what rumor was there?
Somebody who was. Hang on, let me pull up my rumor sheet so I don't mistell you.
Got it.
Okay, so that's definitely on the way. We could definitely do that.
There was a merchant heading north on the long road who stopped, and his goods were marked with a strange symbol, like the bowl you all saw. He talked about a big gathering of druids he was heading to hope to sell them beer. And he said it was at this place called Scarlet Moon Hall, and Valaville only knew that it was kind of somewhere northeast of, northeast of Red Larch in the hills between Red Larch and the river. Which is that area I circled, somewhere in there.
All right, so they either headed to the druids or somewhere else to the east.
Yeah.
Did any of you find a trail that they might have left?
No? Why would we want to follow them? They fucking murdered these people.
Oh, no, that was everyone else.
Oh.
What? Sorry.
Did they leave I guess the Earth Cult, did they leave a trail?
You guys did a perception check. You didn't see a trail out of here. You saw what you saw. There was no additional trail out.
Got it. All right. Was there anyone with the rock people aside from just the rock people when they left? Or was it just them?
There was like a group
Any
of
other
them.
dwarf?
No.
No dwarves or anything. Okay.
They'll look up at like the group of you from like Kavi to Ro to Caracas to Penelope, and they'll like land on Penelope's like money pouch for a second, and then look over at Seraphina, and then back to you.
Ben takes out 5 and gives it to him.
No, thank you. Not very nice of you.
Well, thank you for helping.
You're welcome. But,
All right, where to next?
Are you going to keep following us?
As long as you keep giving me money, yeah, I'll keep following you.
Well, I will happily pay you if you do some favors for us. Kavi wants to keep you around.
Okay.
It's true. I think that you would be fine employees.
What do you want us to do?
Well, for one,
Yes.
roam the area and look for these very specific people. We have had some people run away from us after doing terrible things.
Okay.
And we need information about them.
Okay, we can try and... Where should we start looking?
Well, The hills.
Oh. Yep.
Brown.
How much are you gonna pay us to look over the hills?
What is your going rate per day?
25 gold.
Well, you see, that is a absorbent amount of money, and is unrealistic.
So I was asking us to look all over the hills for 2 people.
And did not name the number of people.
Oh, I thought you said 2. I'm sorry. For a number of people matching this exact description.
How about we pay you if you bring us information that's useful?
Okay. 25 gold.
That'd be really useful information.
Okay. Really useful
Let
information.
me,
25 gold.
Like specifically where they are, what they're doing, and
Where they were going.
where they're
I wonder if we
going,
can maybe figure
where
that
they've
out.
been.
As long as I love you.
Question. Which clan do you belong to?
No clans.
Well, in that case, you can join ours and we protect you. Because we are bigger and stronger.
Well, most of them. Like, we're the same size and or smaller.
Yes. I would. You want us to join your group?
Yes?
Why? Smells like trap.
It is safer for you.
That's me, sorry.
He needs a new loincloth.
It really does.
Oh, God, no.
I mean, it's kind of just. It's a
No.
squirrel.
His orc dick is just out there.
Oh,
We
hey.
really.
No, I hide it behind the squirrel.
Okay.
Put the squirrel down,
Put the
Caracas,
squirrel
please.
down,
Oh, it's right
Caracas.
here, right
Put the
here.
squirrel down,
Literally,
No.
no one wants to
No,
see
I
this,
mean-
Caracas.
Caracas.
I love you, friend, but
All right,
Please
I'll
put it
tie the
back.
tail. I tie the tail back into my belt.
We really should have got him a loincloth.
Should have just gotten him a damn leather skirt.
Okay.
I'm really disappointed that he's using a live squirrel for this.
seems dangerous, but he likes the danger.
No.
You know what they say about squirrels?
No, tell us.
They're like, nope.
No,
No. Let's just know.
We're just,
You sure you want to work for us?
I mean, you're all tall and strong and stuff, but
It's true.
it's how we lost the rest of our people, just with people like you.
What happened?
Slaughtered us.
Was it the
That's what
bad
they
people?
tend to do to goblins.
I don't know, they were wearing some blue livery.
Does that sound familiar?
Some petty knight, probably.
They bullies.
Well, I can promise you this. We don't like bullies like that. And y'all seem really nice. So we're not going to do anything like that.
If we wanted to, we would have already.
Yeah.
That
Crock
doesn't
and
make me feel
smash
better.
bullies.
That's a really bad argument, Ro.
But like I'm saying, we're not, because we're not bullies. We are kind.
We're anti-bullies.
Yeah.
I'm just
Let
trying
me
to give an
explain.
example of us not being a bully, which is
You haven't tried to
specifically
kill us, though.
we have not.
And
We're
we've
not
given you
going to.
money.
We paid you money.
She gave you
We?
a lot of
That's
money.
what I thought.
I was the collective we. We are a team.
The royal we.
Yes.
Yes.
See,
The only
goblin gets
royal
it.
is me.
The goblin gets it though.
That is true. She is
Figure of speech.
she's from a very powerful clan.
Nobility and royalty are two different
Oh,
things.
I like power. So do you want us to go investigate things, or do you want us to stay with you?
Oh, investigate for sure.
You can go investigate things, but you're going to be a part of our clan. That
Okay.
means if there's trouble, we will protect you.
Whenever
Both of them
you
look
call-
concerned.
We'll
I'll
be there.
I can share my squirrel.
No, that's
Put it back.
unnecessary. No,
Just
we
put
need
it back.
that.
We can
No.
come up with a secret handshake and everything.
Cubby's good at those.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Plus, this one cooks really good, pointing at Serafina.
Oh, I do like good food. I smelled the porridge. That was really smelly.
Sometimes by accident.
Yeah, I have magic accidents, but sometimes it works out, like porridge.
Yay.
What?
So, okay. We will work for you as part of your clan.
Yay!
Yay? Okay, that sounds fine.
I, for one, am enthusiastic about this arrangement.
You sound enthusiastic.
I'm thrilled. I think our new partnership is going to yield results that will be amazing.
It's nice to have others to talk to, too.
Yes, that's true.
I am so thrown off whenever you do that voice. The goblin accent is really cool.
I assume when he does it, he's actually speaking Goblin, and I can't understand what he says.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which I'm just commenting that I can't do that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
I
jealous.
can't, yeah.
So, what does this guy or persons look like, and we'll go start looking.
Well,
which ones do we want to start with?
I think the ones that got away.
Yep. Those ones.
Or
So
dwarves.
pull out a map, lie it on, set on the ground. So they went east. Where are we going to go if not east?
We go
Do
to
we
the,
head
the-
northeast?
The tower, or
Northwest, we can go to Feathergale Spire.
and then after that we can go northeast to Beliard, and we'll pass through the Druid area and. Or do we just want to go straight northeast?
Or did we want to go to Womford?
It is also on your list of clues.
It would
I feel
make
like-
sense if they're going east and we go northwest. We meet in the middle with the druids, right?
Possibly. I like it.
Yes. No.
Let's do it.
Sure.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Perfect. Plan made.
Okay.
We did it.
Go team! Well planned.
All right, we're heading off.
And then they start
Thank
hiking
you.
off.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
We are friends.
Friends we are.
And then they're gone. What happens next?
Thanks for
Proceed to the
allowing me
route.
to create a business partnership with those goblins.
Yeah, sure.
We'll get there.
To Feathergale then?
Feathergale Spire. Oh.
Well, it might be a
Alright.
tower with a spire on it.
Oh my god.
We don't know yet.
Just beware of vessels with vessels.
Whoa.
What?
I don't know what that means.
I held back on my pun. You should hold back on yours.
They can't.
It is impossible.
Feathergale Spire we go.
All right. You can see it. So I don't even care about y'all making a test or anything because it's
Right
literally
there.
Right there. Yeah. It because of the hills and whatnot, it does take kind of the rest of the day to get there, and it's getting on towards dusk as you make your way. So the question in front of you is, there are lights on certain levels of the spire, but what I want to know is, do you make an approach as dusk comes, or do you wait till morning?
Are we expecting any problems here?
Always.
This
Yeah,
was
aside
a
from general.
nightly order, right?
Yes.
And Serafina, you are here to find a noble?
A noble's daughter who ran away. She. I'm trying to find the information.
She's right here.
I found her.
Here's your quest. Here's your quest. You're done.
Clothes.
Tell me more. Did she have someone she traveled with?
All I know
Yeah.
is All I know is that the runaway daughter is Sabra Bellabranta, and she ran away to join a group of flying enthusiasts in the Desert Valley, which is at Feathergill Spire, and that's the last place she was seen.
That's not you. You're Penelope.
Good job, Caracas.
Got it, bud. Nice.
Power.
And we know of Feathergale Spire that it's supposed to be home of a knightly order, right?
Yes, a knightly order of flying enthusiasts.
Well, no better time to go and see him then.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna in the evening. You're gonna approach.
Yep.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Always at night.
Yeah. I wear my sunglasses at night, so I can do stuff. Okay. As you make your way to Feathergale Spire, it rises from a pillar of rock high into the air, the tallest point around for miles. Built from white limestone and embellished in marble, the spire resembles a gleaming sword that pierces the sky. That's a little overwritten. The gatehouse faces the opposite cliff. Its drawbridge, the only apparent point of entry. Essentially, as you make your way up this hill, there is a sudden drop-off, and then on the other side of that drop-off, about 30 feet, is the spire itself, and there's a closed drawbridge. There's tall, wide windows that encompass the bottom level of the tower, and then a circle of open stalls rings the tower's foundation, and then there's a wide, gusty canyon sitting in front of you. Having worked your way up this, essentially up the side of this canyon to where the entrance is, there is a small bell on a wooden post on this side of the chasm between you and the tower.
Oh, let me ring the bell. Let me ring the bell. Can I ring the bell?
Yes.
By all means, please.
Ring the bell.
Don't alert the enemy.
Wait, what?
If there's somebody hiding here, that will let them know that there's people here.
There are two people on hippogriffs flying around the top of the spire as well. I forgot to mention that, I'm sorry.
They can definitely see us, I'm sure. Plus, if this is a knightly order, then... Oh, are they a friendly knightly order? That's a better, way more important question.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are they ever?
History check, religion check?
I got none of that.
History?
Got you. I can help. Or do you want me to roll it?
No, you can't help on recollection.
Oh, sure, I'll run at that. Oh, well, 23.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, there's lots of knightly orders. There's no major knightly tales about these folk. You would know, and you have no recollection of there being, like, significant
no
deeds
good, no
of
bad.
whoever, lives in this place. Yeah.
I think we should ring the bell. And
okay.
Wait, well, let the group agree first, but I think we should ring the bell.
Yeah, it's fine.
I agree. We ring the bell. I not heard anything bad about them. Nothing.
I'm having control issues.
Okay, ring it.
Do it, bud.
There are two small windows on either side of this kind of opening. Actually, I have a handout for this, I think, too.
Once is enough.
Got it.
Let me see.
You did good.
Because why have this if you can't use the handouts for it? You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Show two players. Show to everyone.
Nice.
It's not as loud as the second time.
Right?
Very attractive.
Yeah.
That's definitely a spire on top.
Yeah.
It is a tower with a spire.
God. Yes, it's a tower with a spire on top. Y'all. Okay, so you ring the bell, and a small porthole opens to one side of that kind of large central arching door, and a young woman's face pokes its way out and goes, oh, hello. What can I do for you?
Hello, we're looking to enter Feathergale Spire. We're looking for a friend of mine.
What's your business?
We're looking for a friend.
For a friend of hers.
She just said it.
We are weary travelers looking for a place safe for the evening.
Who's your friend?
So weird.
Savra Bellabranta?
You're looking for Savra Bellabranta?
Yeah.
One moment, please.
Can they understand us?
Closes the door.
It might be a little bit distant.
Wow. I have never been more disrespected.
No, they said to wait a moment.
That can't be true.
Look, Flip Brizet told me to do this. I'm just following orders.
She opens the door. That's me?
Oh.
And that's where we're going to take our break. We will be right back after these messages. Thank you to our VIP Circle Patreon, Folk, Don, and Capjack, and Michelle, and Nerdy Teddy. Thank you all so much for your amazing Patreon supportage. We will be back right after these messages. Boink. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. If you get a second during the break, you should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link below or heading to roll20.net/start/WTTP. Tabletop Loot is an amazing place to get your dice bags, dice boxes, and more. And now you can get 15% off your purchase at tabletoploot.com by using the code WTTPDICE at checkout. Tabletop Loot. Your party starts here. While you're at it, check out our so awesome merch store, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the place to find all your Welcome to the Party merch and other amazing stuff too. Head on over to sonerdware.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout to get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdware. It's what the nerds wear. Devin Rue, the amazing mistress of maps, has kindly supported the channel since the beginning and provides graphics for many of our streams. Head on over to rueinc.com to check out some of the best fantasy cartography on the web. Our Patreon supports the creators and producers of the channel by providing Roll20 subscriptions, cost coverage for video hosting, and more. If you want to support the channel while getting podcasts a week early, gaming articles that are published on Patreon first, a shout out during our break, and more, head on over to patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg and throw us a buck or $5. And last, but certainly not least, help out the party. Subs and bits not only support the stream, but also every 500 bits or a tier 1 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a reroll or system equivalent, and every 1000 bits or tier 2 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a crit or system equivalent. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. The game will be back in just a few minutes.
Let's all go to the...
Oh. Oh. Uh-oh.
All right, everyone, welcome back. Sorry about that. I don't know why I keep forgetting to unmute myself on Fridays, but I do because I'm terrible. Hi, all. Welcome back to tonight's episode of A Storm of Four. I will be your guide, the Gentle Voice. This is the Gentle Voice. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's go. I don't either. Yeah. I'm feeling a little wacky today. Yeah. I hope you all are having a good time watching the stream as we get back into it here. Our party has made their way to Feathergale Spire, where Seraphina was asked by her Harper contact in Waterdeep to check on a missing noble's daughter by the name of Savra Bellabranta, who, when they essentially knocked on the front door, turned out to be the one who greeted them. After Serafina had said, "I'm looking for my friend Savra Bellabranta," Savra Bellabranta then responds, "That's my name, and I don't know who you are."
Savra, hi. My name is Serafina.
Hi?
Hi. Yeah. Can we come in and we can talk?
Dear, I don't know. Why are... No?
We don't mean any harm. We're just looking for a place to stay, and I knew your name, so...
Where did you hear my name before?
Do you know anyone by the name of Flip Frizzet?
He's one of my father's friends, I think.
Yeah. He told me to ask for you.
Just to come up here and ask for me?
Yeah.
No, we rang the bell too.
Well, yeah, that, but we also need a place to stay for the night.
Okay, go ahead and make me a persuasion check.
Yeah, one sec. I gotta move my food out of the way.
Ding.
That is a 16
I imagine like Caracas every like 15 seconds, like lightly dings the bell.
Yeah. Just
Was that persuasion? Persuasion,
yes,
right?
persuasion,
16 plus 3, so 19.
She goes, all right, well, you also have a noble with you, so, I guess it's okay. Let me go check with my guard captain.
Okay.
And I will be right back. Closes the door.
Did I do good?
Yeah, that went well.
All right, I think I worked.
I think.
So that's not your friend.
No, I just was told to look for her.
We found her.
Why?
It's fine. I'll make it work.
Okay.
Just suggesting, like, why were you sent to find her? To bring her back, or?
I don't know. Flip didn't tell me that.
So no.
I guess not.
He just
So
said
your
to
friend ran
find her.
away and said, "Go find."
Yeah.
The implication was
that-
pretty clear that the noble wanted their daughter home.
Ah.
Is there a contract? It's like a signed document.
That's just Harper business. Yeah.
Oof.
Well, let's see if Savra is okay and what the story is before we start thinking about bringing her back home.
Good call.
Or if she wants to.
I don't think so.
I mean, she's here for a reason.
Ding.
Is this a culty place?
I don't think so, unless the flying hippogriff people are air cultists.
About to find out, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be cool to ride one.
Yeah.
Well, they recognize Penelope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. Is it? Right? That's weird, right?
They said Penelope looked like a noble. They didn't say Penelope's name, but Penelope has the noble background and is dressed like a noble.
That's fair, I guess.
Ding.
That's a good question. Does Penelope like have a family crest or anything visible, or?
Nope.
Okay.
So time will pass, unless there's anything else you would like to converse about. And Savra will open the window back up and go, yeah, so you're absolutely invited in. Thurl, who's the knight captain of the Feathergale Knights, would actually like to meet with you. And I'm to take you up to him.
Okay, cool.
Okay, 1 second. And then she lowers the drawbridge, and it's a right. And you see she's wearing a cape that appears to have feathers on it.
Savra, that's so cool.
Oh, thank you. It's part of our knightly garb. And as a squire, I just earned mine. I'm very excited about it.
Congratulations, it's so exciting.
Thank you.
It's fascinating.
It's really nice.
So you're a knight now?
No, I'm a squire.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is our place. This is where we stay. So as you come into this building, you cross this over this almost 400-foot deep drop. The first thing you notice is opposite you is this like 30-foot long hall of white stone, and at the other end of it is an eagle carved from massive timber hanging from the ceiling. It's got these sort of almost like steel sweeped wings that are edged with some sort of metal on them, and the head is also fastened of steel as well. There are three people in here. One of whom is obviously a knight wearing something very similar, except it looks more formal to what Savra is wearing, and it's all blues and whites. And in this knight's case, she's got the same cloak, but also it has a stitched single white wing on the back of it as well, which Savra's does not. It is just kind of a kind of blue and white feathers kind of meshed together to help make part of this sort of butt-length cloak that appears to be attached to her arms as well. As you're taken into this kind of gorgeous-looking room, there's a central sort of, yes, it is Kenny Omega. Yeah, it's absolutely Kenny Omega. As you're taken into the central room, there is a central spiral staircase that takes you up through the next 4 or 5 levels. So it seems like the next level up is some sort of dormitory. You don't see a lot of it, the door's open, but you do see people kind of in a communal area sitting. The next level up appears to be, at least the part you can see, a solarium. There's much wider, more open windows as you're kind of walking up the spiral staircase. They're not hiding anything. All of these doors are open. The next level up appears to be sort of there's a meeting hall. This is the only floor that you pass as you go up that actually has double doors that open out, and they're open, and there's a large table there, and there are a couple of like gorgeous looking tapestries between these like high arched windows. You only get a glance at them as you continue to move your way up, though.
We're going, Victor would, noting that cape, it's a very interesting cape. I see it attaches to your arms. Why?
Oh, it's an emergency thing. It's got a very mild enchantment on it. So if we're flying and we fall off our mounts, we can put our arms out and it acts like featherfall.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
So, your order, do they ever safeguard travelers by chance?
You should talk to Sir Thurl.
Okay.
I'm just a squire, and I am following my orders. I really shouldn't.
I'm just curious about your order. Many knightly orders do very different kinds of things.
Yeah,
some
we're
protect
mostly
certain
dedicated
lands.
to flight and learning how to fly. Yeah. And then she takes you up through another level. It's the only one with the door closed. And then there's one final level after that opens up into a round stone gazebo that continues upward to like a needle like minaret. And beyond this is a small lawn with 4 paths paved to white stones to point to the directions of the compass. Each one ending in like this pointed, sort of fluted out stone crenellation. From here, you can see almost everything that happens for 20 or 30 miles around. It is just getting to dusk, and the sunset up here is beautiful. There doesn't seem to be any sort of weird weather. Above you, maybe 40 or 50 feet and out a couple of 100 yards, circling at opposite ends are these 2 knights, much like the one you saw on the first floor, on hippogriffs. And standing there, arms behind his back, looking out over the scene to the east, is a gentleman named Sir Thurl, and he is wearing ornate armor that appears to be relatively light in construction, as if to allow him to move better while flying. A similar cape to everyone else, just significantly more ornate. It has 2 wings on the back of it, both a little bit smaller, both white. And then there are a number of sapphire jewels encrusted in it as well. He carries a greatsword, and kind of across his back on one of those back straps that doesn't have an actual thing on it. It's just the cup for the point at one end and the strap on the other, so he can kind of pull it off. And he seems to be looking off into the distance until Savra goes, "Excuse me, Sir Captain, the visitors are here." And he turns around, and with a look on his face, he's got sort of this curl mustache and kind of this wink in his eye, this black hair that kind of comes over in almost a pompadour, but messier than that. And he goes, "Welcome to Feathergale Spire. I heard we had visitors, and I wanted to meet them before we had dinner this evening. I heard a strange story from Savra. You introduced yourself as friends, but yet you are not Savra's friend. But you also don't seem to be here for any sort of ill intent. So, why are you actually here?"
Well, we saw these graves, and
Good start.
we saw these graves, and we noticed that this spire was here. And we thought maybe you all would have seen something or know something about the graves. And it's true. I don't know Savra, but I was given her name by a friend of her father's, Flip Brizet. And he said if I was ever by a Feathergale Spire to use her name.
What would you judge your intent to be right now?
She's trying to, I guess, try and build trust. Like, she's trying to, she doesn't want to disclose that she might have to bring Savra home. She just wants to get to know these people first and get information.
So you were on a mission and happened by our fair tower. Why were you investigating graves? Excuse me. You seem uninterested in violence, and you seem uninterested in attempting to profit off of us. This is a good thing. Before we go any further, now that I feel I have judged you fairly, what are your names?
My name is Seraphina Tealeaf.
Victor Inkmasher.
Okay.
Gus.
Okay.
Rose Silvius.
Kavi Silvius.
Brothers.
In arms.
Lean down.
And I am Penelope von Rilland.
Lady von Rilland, it is a pleasure to have a member of the nobles of Waterdeep here within our fair spire. Had I known a noble was coming, we would have made more proper preparations for you. Are these your retinue?
We are all equal comrades in chaos.
It seems that the small one was speaking for you, which is odd for at least a noble in my understanding.
I was speaking for myself.
Exactly.
My apologies. My apologies.
And need not have anyone speak for me. We all speak equally for ourselves, usually.
How very forward-thinking.
Hell yeah, it is.
Do try my best. You needn't worry with material preparations or anything. We are just here to assist Lady Seraphina in her quest from Waterdeep, and we mean no harm. We're just trying to gather information and figure things out.
So, what is your quest? You have mentioned graves. You have mentioned my dear Squire Savra. How do these things come together and bring you to my doorstep?
Well, they're not mutually they're not like the same thing. They're two different things that happen to coincide together.
She's a pit stop.
Oh, I'm so sorry for you, Savra. You're only a pit stop here.
I don't mean that. I don't mean that as a bad way. She's our side quest. We should take care of.
She means to say we have several interests in the area. This is but one of them.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Like I said. Go ahead.
I believe to get to more of the heart of the matter. Was it Seva? What is it?
Savra.
That's the one.
Squire Savra.
Your Squire Savra is missed at home, and news of her well-being is looked for. Believe that's what we're trying to get to?
She looks worried at this. And he goes, she is here of her own free will and a free adult woman of the realm of Waterdeep. It should be her choice to go back. And if she chooses to go, I will not stop her.
I'm not here to force anyone.
Correct.
I believe there was a misunderstanding. It was make sure she is okay. She is clearly okay and here of her own free will. Good. That is the news we can return.
So be it.
Would you mind holding us up for the evening? It is getting dark, and we'd rather stay on the side of safety.
Of course. Yes, it was Kavi, yes?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
What is it that you do here?
We practice the flying arts. As you can see, 2 of our knights are currently flying above us now, just patrolling the area. We enjoy learning how to train and ride flying mounts so that we become one with them, much in the way a horseman becomes one with their horse in order to better fight in the most noble of ways.
What are the primary tenets of your order?
Are you looking to join the order?
Of the Phoenix. The Griffin?
I mean, possibly. I mean, I'm not going to rule it out.
Like every knightly order, our main tenets are kept for those who seek interest in it, but know that you will not find harm here. And our goals don't get in the way of what appears to be your errands in this area.
I have 2 questions.
He can count.
Yes, Caracas.
You got it.
It is just Caracas.
Your bird people.
Knights, yes.
Yes. They see what's going on in the area.
Some. They don't know everything.
We're looking for dwarves.
Dwarves. Aren't they normally underground?
Some more intentionally than others, unfortunately.
What sort of dwarves? What do you mean you're looking for dwarves? I know there's some old dwarven ruins in the area.
No.
You also
trade
all know
dwarves
that at this point.
Yeah, trade dwarves.
Are you? You're looking to trade with dwarves?
No. These dwarves trade. We're looking for them.
Okay.
Entirely out of character. God, we're the worst spies.
Looking at the rest of you like, someone help me out here. I would imagine the best place to find dwarves to trade with would be Mirabar. That's their home capital, but I know there's some off to the east as well, high in the hills over there.
No, we're looking for specific ones.
When we first came up here,
yes.
What direction was he looking?
He was looking out towards the east.
Not southeast, but east.
East.
And we were well within 20 miles of the graves, right?
Yeah. We're within 20 miles of the graves.
Okay.
What were they flying? I'm sorry, out of character. What are they flying around on again?
Hippogriffs.
Thank you. Perfect.
Yep. Lady Penelope, of course, we can put you and your friends up for the evening, and in fact, you should sit at our table and tell us of your adventures on your way here. We can trade stories. Yes, Karak? Oh, right, you're dwarves. I wasn't really sure what you were getting at, so I'd attempted to change the subject.
It is all right, Caracas. We will, after dinner, maybe we will talk about this.
Okay.
I have additional questions that maybe will clarify his point.
Wait, one more.
Go, shoot.
Friend Cavi wants to know difference between spire and tower.
looks over at Penelope, leaning on a fellow noble
Forgive
for help.
them. Don't.
What? I don't understand the question. It's.
What is the difference between a spire and a tower? It's a pretty basic question.
Semantics?
A tower is quite literally just bigger. A spire generally just goes on top of buildings. It is not a building itself.
Like the architectural definition?
I literally looked it up during break, yes.
We call this place Feathergale Spire because we believe it is poetically accurate.
It's beautiful here.
Thank you.
So is it actually a spire or is it poetically a spire?
No. Is this why?
Does it aspire to be a spire?
I don't
How dare you take my puns?
I'm sure that is something you can figure out at a library somewhere. I'm going to take my leave. And
Oh, no, you don't need to go. I'm sorry. I'll leave it be.
This conversation was becoming inane and uninteresting.
Oh, I can make it way more interesting.
I lean over to Kevin. What does that mean?
Would you mind showing us to our rooms, please, if you have any, of course?
Of course. We don't normally have... We can put you up to a room if that's okay.
That will be fine.
It is perfect.
Okay. He will take you back down 3 stories to where the dormitory area you saw before was and go, yeah, there were 3 open rooms over here. You should feel free to utilize them as you see fit. Dinner will be in about an hour. You'll hear a bell. And it's up on the level above where you saw the large tapestries and the big table.
Serafina, would you mind being my roommate?
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. I'm going to take my leave.
Thank you very much.
And he cheats.
I tried to ask for you, Cavi. Sorry.
I was not really prepared to have that conversation at that moment.
I was trying to help.
I thank you for trying to help, but I think you may. He seemed really upset about that line of questioning.
We didn't have very many answers.
Okay, but they were definitely involved in that, whatever the fight was. Yeah, it was.
Are there other people around us, by the way?
I wouldn't have said that if other people heard me.
Okay.
Not that you're aware of. Not that you can see, and a basic perception check would tell you there is no one currently around you.
Cool.
Yeah, you should feel secure.
Yeah, so they're definitely involved. Don't know why it matters, but
I think it thoroughly matters depending on whose side they were fighting on.
Of course.
Since one of their people was in those cloaks that is buried out there.
I plan on asking.
Yeah, for sure.
Very carefully.
I mean, they seem kind enough.
Do we trust these people?
Absolutely not.
Trust anyone.
I think that maybe Penelope should ask the tough questions.
Tower question.
I mean, tougher questions than the tower question.
Yeah, like, hey, you burying people on hills over here?
Yeah,
Those kind of questions.
because she's going to ask it in a way that doesn't make it sound like the way the bro just asked it.
Right, because that would be terrible.
Class.
Yeah,
Question.
That's fine.
How many of you play cards?
Oh, I do. I do. I do. I do.
How often do you play cards with your cards face up on the table?
Depends on the game. If we're playing like poker. Sometimes there's 3 to 5 that are like a community pool. They come up 3 at first and then 1 and then the other. Those cards are out face up, but then the 2 that I have, I don't share those with anybody except for Ro.
Imagine if you shared those 2 cards with everyone through the entire time. How well would you do you think?
Oh, I know the answer to this. I would win, because if I'm showing them my cards, I have, the best hand. And I'm not afraid.
That's not what he meant, Kevin. He meant the whole time.
Oh,
actually, this was incredible. This was incredibly informational. As we go, we have already run into 2 cults. There's no saying that this is not one of another one, or they're working with one of the other ones. We should be keeping information close to our chests.
Like when you talk to the goblins.
Exactly.
Wait, isn't that what we just did?
Yeah, I thought we were pretty close to it.
And we actually paid them.
We openly lied to him. We said that we were.
did?
We said that we were not here to take the squire, but that is absolutely why Seraphina is here.
Wait, really?
Yeah, she told us outside when I rang the bell.
Well, if
Oh, well, there's an
Sabra-
inference, but
well, Sabra is
taking her
here
if
for
she's
own
wanted to.
free will. Yeah, I don't want to take her. I would rather get to know her first and figure out what's going on. I was told to do something by someone, but I don't know the full story here. So until I do, I don't plan on taking Sabra anywhere.
Bingo.
Okay, well, there's only one way to figure out if something is a cult or not, and that's to join the cult.
no.
No.
How is that not true? What is the
not
other
the
way to
only
figure out if
way.
some... All right, what's your idea, bro? How do we determine if this is a cult or not?
You could ask them.
No, you can't!
I mean, it's another way. I'm just saying it's another way.
No, you're an idiot. Victor just said we can't do that.
Why?
Out of character, real quick. How old is Sabra?
18 or 19. Late teens, early 20s.
Old enough.
I know her.
And just so you understand, I
You know
asked.
her?
You know her?
Like, I feel like I would know of her.
You know the Bella Branta family.
Yeah.
You probably haven't met her specifically,
Yes.
but you know of the family. They are a noble family from Waterdeep.
Waterdeep, yeah.
They own a couple. So there are a number of vineyards outside Waterdeep as well. They own a couple of those, and they have a winery in the city that they deal with, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They are like you, not major nobility, but they are part of the noble class.
So a Harper question.
Harper, answer.
So Seraphina was told, go do the thing. How much latitude does a Harper typically have?
Harpers have a great deal of latitude. Harpers are
Cool.
expected to use their best judgment as the agent on the ground to do what they think is right.
Cool. All right.
As
So
long
I
as you
was
don't
right.
violate the core tenets of being a Harper, you know.
Can do.
Keep magic out of bad people's hands. Keep information safe. Make sure information is taken to a safe place. If there is evil, fight it. Yeah.
Gather more information than give out, typically.
Yeah.
What I
So,
say is if they have birds, for sure, they see those dwarves.
Oh, I guarantee they have seen what happened, what battle was there if they were not actively participating already.
I think they were actively a part of it.
What color's their liver again? You said blue, didn't you?
Blue and white, yeah.
And these are probably the people that killed our new goblin friends' families.
Had a different crest on their chest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's not the same. Okay. That's good. Point for these people. I don't know. They just seem to be really into flying.
It's really cool. I don't understand the obsession, but it is cool.
Look,
Which would make sense for an air cult.
Let's get to know them.
yeah.
Let's hang out a bit. Let's listen to them. See what
And
we
become indoctrinated in their cult?
That's what you wanted to do.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, it is kind of.
Okay, but I wanted to do it to see if they were a cult, for sure. It's a
But
little
what
bit
if-
different than being tricked into being the cult.
Okay, but what
We're
if
not
that's how they trick you?
Oh,
Then you're already indoctrinated. You wouldn't know, and it's too late.
Do you want to be indoctrinated? Okay. So what is another way to determine if they're a cult or not?
Sneaky spying.
On the
The-
second to highest level, there was a closed door.
Yes.
The Bella Brontes family, if I remember right from Waterdeep, they just bred griffins. She seems kind of harmless. I mean,
No, they didn't breed griffins. They were vintners.
maybe I have that mixed up.
I just want to make sure, like, if you tell them that, that's fine, but, like, that is not the information that I gave you.
I might have a different family then. Okay, never mind.
Well, let us make a plan for how we're going to, a unified plan for how we're going to move forward with them. Do we try and keep working here to see if there are cults? Do we enjoy dinner, make some side conversation, gather what information we can with giving as little as we can away? Cover story perhaps of, okay, the other reason we are out here was bounty hunting, maybe? Or do we just have a nice dinner, sleep, and then leave and spy on them from a distance?
The second option sounds good to me.
Yeah, I don't think we reveal anything about ourselves or lie about anything about ourselves. I think we just keep our eyes and ears open while we're here.
I would like to point out that the way in which the three options were presented is incredibly misleading and weighs heavily towards the second option as being the only real option. And I would just like to point out that that is the case.
Maybe I should do all the talking.
Yeah.
Respect.
I think Penelope should.
I agree with that one.
Penelope is a noble. They
Fine.
like nobles.
They're more likely to listen to her than any of us.
The food better be good.
It'll be good.
It'll be food, and you will say thank you, and you will love it, and you will eat all of it.
Weirdly, no
Because
chicken.
we are gracious guests.
Oh.
No birds?
Yeah. Ding ding, ding ding, ding ding. Unless you had more you wanted to talk about.
Bell.
Oh, train crossing. Yep.
So we are in agreement, Penelope. We are trusting you with gathering the information. We will... What shall the rest of our roles be? We could be retainers, and this could have been more of a secret that we were trying to keep.
Okay. If you need me to do something shady, give me a code word.
Cabbages?
Brian Muffin again.
No, a good code word that will probably not come up during dinner.
Cabbages?
What if we are having cabbages?
Not food related. Let's say.
Not food related.
That could be hilarious.
Bear claw. Wait.
No. Ice cream. No.
Oh, it's food.
Crenellation.
Burning head of lettuce.
That is
A
fun.
crenellation is a kind of... It is a design as part of a tower.
Okay. If I heard that word, I'll know that it's time to do some sneaky stuff.
Oh my god, I'm gonna say the word.
You can't even pronounce the word Caracas.
Say it.
I can too.
I believe in you.
That's not the word.
Word.
Nailed it.
So we are in agreement.
Ding ding. Ding ding.
Whatever
Yes.
cover story Penelope leads with, we are in 100%. Go with it. Let's go have dinner.
All right.
Yes. Let's.
You are free to make your way upstairs. As you do, there are a number of folk starting to gather around, mostly knights, although there's some interesting, 3 or 4 interesting people, very lithe. Well, 2 of whom are very lithe. One of them is very kind of bulked out in the shoulders, who are just wearing very loose flowing sort of long pants and a top. And no weapons or anything. The same motif on their outfit, but it's not a knightly outfit. There are 6 knights sitting here. 3 of these fine folk. The squire Savra, and standing at the head of the table talking to one of the knights is Thurl. And Sir Thurl turns around as you come in and goes, welcome. Please, we reserve the head of the table right next to me, 3 seats on either side.
Penelope sits next to Savra and gestures towards Seraphina to sit on the other side of her.
Lovely.
Seraphina will sit.
And after everyone else sits, Thurl also sits and goes, Knights of Feathergale Spire, we are here with guests this evening, so allow our first toast to be to their safe arrival. Hear, hear.
Cheers.
I sniff it.
Smells like wine with honey in it.
Wonderful.
And then he tings on his glass a couple times, and a course comes out. Some of the servants you saw on the lower levels who are wearing just kind of very basic versions of the same outfit come out with these silver platters with like large dome tops and set them in front of like between each group of 4 of you sitting and pull them off. And it's kind of this like hard meats and cheeses and breads on plates, just kind of piling over. It's a simple repast out here, but we have plenty to give. So please, dig into this first course. A soup course will be next, and then a hot meat course, and then a dessert. I hope that will do. So, Lady Penelope and friends, you were talking about what brought you up here, certain errands, and my dear Squire Savra, pointing down at the table. I still didn't quite understand your story, though. So please, tell me more. Regale me with you are obviously adventurers. Tell me of your adventures.
Well, my dear friend Serafina has a, fuck, I'm sorry, this was like bad brain day too. She has a confidant that just wanted to check in on Savra. We knew of her and of her general location and of the spire, and was just hoping to see if we could see if she was okay and just kind of make sure everything is all right. There's been some odd activity going around lately, and we just wanted to make sure this area wasn't affected, and that she was okay. This is obviously all we wanted to know about. And then I remembered that there were griffins, and that we often had a griffin night training sort of thing. So I didn't know if that's what you guys were, because we saw the griffins up top, and I was like, oh, that's probably like them. So I didn't know if that was that or not, but that's all I know about the Griffin Knights, is just that they're not quite knights to an extent, but they are.
No, the Griffin Knights are not actually of noble extraction, but they are doughty protectors of Waterdeep, and do quite well on their mounts. We take a more rarefied and noble approach, both to training our mounts and who we allow into our order. But you said someone was asking about Savra. This would be her parents, yes?
I wouldn't know, and I don't think Serafina would know either. I think it was somebody in town that knew of her. But if we find out anything is going on, then we'll go from there. But she seems in good health.
Going on?
Like if she were in danger, or anything, but she obviously is very well taken care of here.
Savra is in great danger here. We all are. We choose to ride these beasts high in the sky. It's an act of bravery and strength, but it's also very dangerous. You could fall and die.
Oh, I agree. It is very dangerous.
She must have worked very hard to become a squire.
She has over the last year. She has learned how to keep and train the hippogriffs and some of the other smaller flying beasts that we have down in the stables. Having befriended one of them, she has made her way to becoming a squire herself, my squire, in fact, and has accounted herself quite well on flights around the valley.
I'm proud of you, Savra.
Oh, thank you. I'm really excited to be able to get my own mount soon. Right now I have to use one of the stable mounts, but I'm hoping within the next 6 months or so, once I'm really confident on the stable mounts, I'll be able to break and train my own hippogriff.
That's so exciting. I believe in you. I can't wait to hear all about it. I'll have to visit again.
Oh, you gotta break it?
No, not break it.
Well, we call it breaking. It's just domesticating. Making sure that the rider and the mount work together.
Oh, teamwork.
Yeah, teamwork.
That must be so difficult. I mean, where do you even find hippogriffs around here?
Oh, there are hippogriff nests up in the hills. Yeah. We have a bit of a breeding program for them as well. but we have to kind of bond with them from the time they're about 6 weeks old until about 6 months is when they're full-sized. So we have to kind of be with them that whole time in order to really domesticate them to the point where we can fly them.
It's a noble endeavor.
So, Lady Savra, why did you join the Griffin Knights? Or I'm sorry, what was the name of your order again?
We're the Feathergale Society. And I joined them because I like the open sky. I don't like being in cities. And when I met Thurl when he was in town for, I think you were getting supplies, right, Captain? And he's like, yes, that's correct. We talked, and it seemed exactly like what I wanted to do. And so here I am, learning how to become a knight.
It's so strange that, I mean, this seems laudable. I mean, a knightly order and freedom of, the great skies. I cannot see why any family would disagree with this.
Oh, my parents are very protective, and Thurl will step in and go, not every noble family wants their children so far away from the roost, if you understand what I mean. Many expect them to stick around and inherit whatever the next family business may be. Savra's chosen a different path for herself. She goes, that's right, this is where I should be.
You and I are very similar in that way, Lady Savra.
Because you chose to leave your family as well?
Mm-hmm. Which is why I'm not as eloquent as one way to think for a noble. I'm very much a fighter, not a speaker.
Of course. So you are an adventurer. You're an adventuring group?
Yes.
Seems that way, yeah.
We are all learning and training to be the best that we can be, and working through that.
As you say that, the first course is taken away, and a single silver bowl of soup is put in front of each of you. And it is kind of this thick, almost stewy broth with potatoes and what look like barley. What are those barley nuggets called? What are they? I can't remember.
Pops.
Is
Barley?
it just barley? Is it just barley?
It's just barley.
Yeah, it's like a beef and barley stew. Barley nuggets. And it smells amazing.
Oh yeah, can Victor be making like Arcana checks to check for poison, by the way?
That would be nature checks. And
nature, got it.
Yeah. Hey, Caracas, do you just down your bowl?
Yep.
Make a perception check.
Make a what?
Make a perception check.
Yes.
What do you get?
And let me see what my bonus is.
Like negative 1?
3.
Okay, never mind. You're good.
God.
Forget about it.
So nature, you said?
Yeah, be a nature check.
Gee, if only we had a druid.
12.
Very good.
Doesn't appear to be poisoned. You don't smell, see, or have any indication of any sort of poison within the broth.
I'm like licking the bowl.
So, adventures. And Thurl will go, yes, tell us. What you have found your way into the valley where you have found adventure. I'm sure you've seen the strange weather going on here. What have you encountered moving away through the region?
Some very odd cows.
There are always odd cows.
The very strangest cows.
Cows are so weird.
Right? That's why we butcher them and eat them as food, because they're weird.
Okay.
I mean,
I don't think that's accurate.
could just leave them alone, but it's fine.
So your adventures have revolved around a bovine sort of weirdness, yes?
Majoritively.
We had a car.
We're just breaking into the adventuring scene, so we figured we would start with livestock and then move on from there.
Somebody make me a deception check at this point.
Please make it Penelope.
It was Kavi who's got to make it because Kavi was the last one.
Kavi's the one that was started talking.
Use one of our advantages. We have so many, please.
Okay.
Oh God, please.
You forget that I'm a rogue, okay?
A rogue.
A rogue.
Rogue, all right.
I got a 16. God.
I'm very rogue of you.
Fucking hate
He
you.
leans in and goes, I understand that many people like to keep their business quiet. And I'm not here to pry any more than I need to. But I also don't respect lying at my table.
We did have a cart once. I wasn't.
We did, and we ran into some thieves, but we beat them.
Yeah.
And then we tried to employ one of them, and that didn't go well. We lost our cart, and then we still can't figure out what the heck is going on with the cows.
It was more of a half-truth than a lie. We did start with the cows.
Fact.
We are, as you might imagine, we're not. It is difficult to admit when things have not gone quite to the plan of and glory of adventure as you might expect it.
I did say that was a bad idea, though. By the way.
The truth is,
All
we're
right,
still
yes,
learning.
you did say it was a terrible idea. I know, it was a bad idea. God.
We're
Never
learning
going
on
to
the
live this
job.
down.
Point being, we know the cows have some weird magical issue going on, so we're trying to figure out if other people have had this issue. So we're going from town to town asking about their cows and if they're also having some issues or if it's just like our town's specific problem.
Yeah, how are your cows?
And then we sent a girl to college.
We go to one of the northern settlements where they do ranching to get cows. We don't have any cows.
Oh, which settlement?
There's a number of them up to the north of the valley. Hang on, I don't want to tell you wrong, but there's like Andoril Farm is one. The Delman Ranch is another.
Have you heard any other tales of odd cows? Like
No, I haven't heard any other tales of odd cows. He seems very short right now.
Do you hear tales of cows often?
No, I don't.
I don't think he likes cows.
I'm sorry, not of specifically of cows, but like, do you hear tales from other towns often, or do you only?
Do you guys normally have visitors, or like, are we an exception?
We don't normally have visitors, but we try to be open and accepting of those who come.
And you've been more than hospitable.
Yes, we greatly appreciate everything.
This is really good.
The cheese and bread was fantastic.
And I don't mean to be rude, but I just don't get the feeling you're being honest with me.
Oh no, I'm completely honest. We are trying to figure out what's going on with the cows.
It is one of the things we're trying to work on. So yes.
And it is our primary goal. We are trying to figure out the cows because it's affecting the economy of the town that we're from.
Bingo.
We have many coals in the fire.
Yes.
Holy
the
shit,
biggest is the cow.
This
that
is
was
such
really good.
bullshit. And like he seems very aware that you are blowing at least a modicum of smoke up his ass at this point.
I'm being genuine. I'm literally
you're
trying
not.
to figure out what the fuck's going on with the cows.
No, that's not why you're out here. That is objectively not why you left, right? Like that is, am I wrong? Like you left to go investigate these things and you had a whole mission with like 4 different places you were supposed to check out, none of which had to do with the cows. I think the cows are funny, but it's obviously not the reason that you actually left Red Larch, right?
No.
Okay. Just check it.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. We are totally fucking clowning this guy.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But like Penelope's like, no, like I'm genuinely like, I want to know about the cows.
Okay. Like, yeah, you're right. There's more to it.
Right.
But the cows aren't a lie.
No, the cows are not a lie. And when you said, so Ro, when you said cows are one of the things we're looking for, he goes, yes. One of the things.
One of them.
What else?
Like,
we're also investigating the weird weather.
Isn't it strange?
That is, yes.
It's very strange.
It is so weird.
Never seen anything like it.
We had snow on the pillar here 3 days ago.
What?
We never get snow this late in the season.
Yesterday there was hail and there was a clear sky.
And then there was
no sense.
Hit me right in the head.
It's like living in Texas in November.
It's ridiculous.
We have been inhabiting this spire for the last decade or so. Only within the last 3 or 4 years have we seen this weather oddities start showing up. And at first it wasn't even notable because it only happened once or twice. But now it's every day.
3 or 4 years.
Yes, it started slowly, though. I think most people just thought it was some odd magical storm or something to begin with. But now that it's all the time...
Have you looked into it at all?
We have a little. We're worried about some... We're worried... There are some organizations who work within the valley that concern us that we are too obvious as a group to go and confront directly or investigate. Yeah.
Have you tried not riding griffins?
That is what we are sworn to do. We are bonded with them from their birth.
Understood.
We're pretty good about meeting with people discreetly.
So it sounds
Despite what this looks like, we are pretty good at it.
It sounds like you need a group of adventurers to do some looking in on your behalf.
That is what it sounds like.
I've definitely heard a contractual obligation.
Seraphina Tea Leaf, of my own free will, do offer my services to you.
Fascinating.
Not as a member, just as a
person. You all have to join me if you don't want to.
Consultant role. Independent contractor is the term I believe I heard once or twice.
Who
I know I'm going to force you all to join me.
Soup by this point?
Yeah, I didn't touch mine.
I didn't either.
Okay. I totally finished it in one gulp, and
I gave mine to Caracas.
I didn't take yours. I'm full.
It's like 7 more courses, but
yeah, well, I mean, full of soup.
Understood.
He said meat's coming.
All right, so if you have finished your soup, which sounds like Victor and Seraphina.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead and make me and Kavi, make me perception tests.
5. It's good. I told you it's good.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
I don't like the taste of barley, but I finished it.
Ro and Penelope are going to be only ones not poisoned at the end of the night.
Seraphina, as you kind of scoop the last bit out of your bowl, you look down in the bottom of it, and there's a small impression, as if like a maker's mark. And that maker's mark is one of the 4 symbols that you have seen before. And on that projection.
On the bowl I got.
In the bowl. At the bottom of the bowl. As if just very lightly impressed like a maker's mark.
Only Seraphina sees it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, that's so pretty. Bucket. There's a beautiful maker's mark at the bottom of the bowl. You have such fine craftsmen.
Oh yes, thank you. We make everything in house.
That's really neat.
What does it mean? Is it just a?
It's just the mark that the silversmith uses.
Huh.
You know, every silversmith has their own maker's mark.
Of course. I just didn't know if you knew there was any significance or anything. That's really cool.
Does mine have one too?
Yes. Now that it has been pointed out to you very obviously.
Hey, look, Cavi, you got one too.
Oh, holy shit! Look at that.
Can I surreptitiously look around the room to see if I see this symbol anywhere else?
Make an investigation check.
That was so unenthusiastic, Coffee. Oh, damn.
Oh, damn. Did Victor also do the looking around thing?
Yes, please make investigation checks if you feel so.
At a 17.
23.
Okay, so Victor, you actually, it's interesting because as you're watching Savra talk, you realize that you're seeing the same symbol repeated in miniature along his cloak in that brocade that's on there. It's actually really well disguised. And the other place, Victor, you see it. There are these 2 large tapestries on the wall between the things, right? The one tapestry on the left is actually a group of knights attacking this dragon and like pinning it down and killing it. the smoke rising up from like the gullet of the dragon, part of it vaguely makes this same shape as it blows into the air.
I don't see anything.
No, I told you what you saw.
Okay, I think you said Victor. That's why I was confused.
No, I say Ro. You saw the repeating.
Okay,
Ro.
okay.
You saw the repeating. Yeah, I'm sorry if I misspoke.
It's okay. It's perfect.
So you said you had been in this tower for a decade.
Yes.
You built it.
We restored it. It has been here for I'm not sure how long.
Where were you before?
I created this place. This is my. I'm the inaugural knight captain of the Feathergale Knights.
Oh, that's cool.
It is fascinating. I mean, you restored it. Was it a ruin before?
It was in ill repair and unowned.
Oh, my cousin would love a place like this. They're an archaeologist.
Yes.
But I mean, there must have. I mean, it is just fascinating. The towers, the crenellations, the tapestry. It is a beautiful place.
Thank you. I've put a great deal of energy into it.
Excuse me, is there a restroom that I could use? I have a small stomach and I want to continue eating, but I...
Yes, should you go back down 2 flights of stairs? Of course there is.
Very well.
Come back before they bring the cranberries.
It is not the right part of country. It is not the right.
They're not in season.
Fine. Yes, cranberries. Sure.
No, creme brulee. Maybe you said there was going to be dessert later. I was just. That's
Dear God.
Good luck,
as you can see, we have a lot of work to do as a group.
It has been a journey. Somewhere. I'm used to that journey myself.
Perfect. So how many people do you have here?
Servants included?
Okay. No, sure.
We have the 8 knights, our martial brothers over here. 3 squires, myself, and then 6 servants.
And you just ride griffins?
Yes.
It is a noble hippogriffs. It's a
yes, hippogriffs.
Can I see a hippogriff up close? Can I meet one?
It's getting late in the
They're
evening.
They're very temperamental.
In the morning.
No, yes. I don't necessarily mean right now, but
yeah, in the morning before you take your leave, I'd be glad to take you down to the stables.
Awesome.
And with that, there's 2 more courses. There will be
for the record.
Yes.
I'm getting up and I'm leaving.
Okay. Yes, you were going to the bathroom. That's right.
Yes.
Tell me what happens.
So I'm going to start going down the stairs.
Sure.
And then when I think that no one is watching me, I'm going to stealth.
Sure.
And then start doing sleuthing.
Okay. Where would you like to sleuth? What are you sleuthing for? What is your intent?
I am looking in every room, looking for signs of intent behind this very obvious cult.
Real quick, sorry.
Yes.
When I asked how many people are there, were they all in that room at that time?
So in the room at the time, I will tell you, are 8 knights, and I'm going to put this in chat as well, just so we have it. 8 knights, Savra, Thurl, 3 martial brothers, and 2 servants. There are 4 other servants elsewhere. 4 other servants elsewhere.
And that's the only other people elsewhere, is just the servants.
What he told you was the people who are in this room. That is what he said. Yes, it was.
Okay, but that doesn't. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. When you asked how many people, he said, "Oh, we have 8 knights. You see 8 knights in here. 3 martial brothers. You see 3 martial brothers in here."
Got it.
I'm saying monk for those of you who haven't caught on to that. I'm saying monk.
Yeah.
Savra and Thurl. Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is a Marshall brother?
My brain was going to How I Met Your Mother and got real confused.
They're a band from down south.
And I mean, it's not like we don't know he's lying because there's at least 2 circling the tower at the time too.
No, there's not right now.
Oh.
At least as far as you know. I mean, you can make that assumption. I shouldn't say no immediately, but
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
but I just did because everybody's eating dinner right now.
What I need to do too late, so I'm not going to worry about it.
Well, what do you want to do? I'd rather things be narratively appropriate.
Well, I would have loved to insight check that.
Insight check it.
To see if he's actually telling me the truth of all of the people.
Time only passes when we say it passes.
Holy shit. That is a 19 plus 3. 22.
22.
Yeah.
Is he telling the truth? Let me check my
Did he tell the truth? Or did he describe every single person in the tower, or are there more people he's not telling me about intentionally?
I'm looking.
And did Kavi already leave before I asked that question?
Yes, Kavi definitely left before you asked.
Okay, shit.
Okay. So what he did not mention, you remember seeing them on the way in. There was a group of people who weren't squires like Savra, but who were kind of wearing that lower key sort of outfit and were still armed. Who were those almost like, I don't know, like lower level people. He did not mention them.
They were inside, outside?
They were inside, yeah.
Okay.
And they weren't servants. They looked like they were wearing the same livery as the more martial people here, by which I mean the knights and the monks, but seemed to be of kind of a lower caste. And you saw at least 3 of them.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to sidetrack everything.
No, that's great. No,
this whole thing has been sidetracked for the past hour. You're fine.
This is literally what we do, sidetrack.
How dare you?
It's also important information to have.
Yeah.
All right, so Kavi. To remind you, the first floor you were on was kind of the entrance area. There was a large hall there. The second floor was the dormitory. The third floor was the solarium. The fourth floor is the hall that we're in right now. The fifth floor is the floor with the closed door that wasn't open, and then on the very top is the spire, the top of the tower.
Okay, so I'm gonna fake like I'm going down, and then I'm going up.
Yeah.
Okay.
He set the hook. I saw your eyes.
Okay.
Closed door. You haven't been in.
Okay.
That's where I'm heading. I'm heading towards the closed door.
I know you are.
Make a stealth check.
Okay, I'm gonna use one of our advantages because I can.
That's a great idea. I like it.
Yeah.
Because I need it. 16 plus stealth score of 7 is 23.
Nice.
Okay.
Do it.
Hey, where'd he go?
You make your way up there. You think quiet as a mouse. No one will notice you on the way up.
As Seraphina?
So I am going towards the door that is closed.
Yes.
And I would like to check it for traps.
Make an investigation check.
$11.
It does not appear to be trapped.
I'm going to very slowly turn the opening mechanism to check to see if it's locked.
It's locked.
I would like to make a fucking thieves' tools check to open this bad boy up.
Get it.
I believe in you.
Just yells throughout the whole. I believe. Fuck yourself.
Please no alarm spell. Please alarm spell.
18.
No.
Oh God.
As you get the thing in there, you get through that first tumbler with the second tumbler. You get your in there. You actually feel a trap in there now, but you're able to kind of get past it and get your like bottom little, almost like a thin little screwdriver, up and over it so that it doesn't trigger. And you click the third tumbler, and as you get to the fourth tumbler and start to push it down. Click, it opens. The door appears to be unlocked without having triggered any traps on it.
I'm going to open the door.
It opens. Inside, you see a bed. It's a feather bed. You wouldn't know that because it's on the thingy, but it's a feather bed. A fireplace, get it because they're fly. A fireplace, a closet, a writing desk, a chest, and a small tapestry on the wall of a griffin knight.
Okay. I feel like I need to go to the chest.
The chest is not locked, and it is full of clothing and personal effects and possibly other things upon further inspection.
I would like to further inspect it.
You should do that.
15.
There is 320 gold in a sack. A potion that is gold, and 2 scrolls of magic.
I will swipe those things.
320 gold, an unknown potion, and 2 scrolls.
Eat it.
I would then like to look behind the tapestry.
There's nothing behind the tapestry. By which I mean there's a portable hole. No, I'm totally kidding.
Okay.
No, there is a bare wall. There is also the fireplace, the bed, the closet, and the desk.
Okay. I would like to go over to the fireplace.
Yes.
And I'm just, is it like a brick fireplace?
Yeah.
Or stone?
It's like a white stone kind of fireplace. But yes, it is essentially a brick fireplace.
I'm going to kind of feel the fireplace real quick, looking for any loose bricks.
Make an investigation check.
Oh shit, dirty 20.
No. And what I'm going to do for expediting this portion is this investigation check with your dirty 20. The only other thing of real note is a cylindrical leather case on the desk.
I will go over to it. What does it look like? Something like a map would be stored in?
Like a map or a message or a scroll or something like that, yes.
Okay. I'd like to take it out, pop it open, and take whatever's out of there.
There's a message in there.
I read the message.
I will put it in chat.
Oh boy.
Maraska, we are pleased to hear about the outcome of your altercation with the Black Earth cult, and we praise you for the capture of one of their prisoners. This noble woman from Waterdeep has an interesting tale to tell, and we shall enjoy interrogating her further. Keep a close watch on the Sacred Stone Monastery. I want to know what our enemy is planning next. Your beloved queen, Arisi Kalanoth.
Okay, I will put the message back. I will put some of my own copper in the bag of coin.
Sure.
And put it back in the chest.
Okay.
And then we'll leave and reseal the room.
Okay. Make me one final stealth check.
Okay. I'm gonna use another advantage.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty important that I not fuck this up, right?
Please definitely.
Close up the whole room.
I rolled a 17 and a 19 plus 7, so 26.
Nice. You're able to do the same thing in reverse where you sneak back down and then sneak back up into the room.
It's literally all in reverse.
Yeah. And I will walk into back into the dining room.
And as you come in and sit down, that's where we're going to end it for tonight. All right, y'all.
Let's keep going.
I don't want to so bad.
I maybe have another half an hour in me.
No, it's all right.
No,
Okay.
I think it's
all right.
It's a good spot to end.
It's beautiful. I just want to keep playing.
Yeah.
But it makes total sense. This is beautiful, right?
No, it's good.
Okay. Cool. So thank you everyone who hung out tonight for A Storm of Four, A Tale of Elemental Evil with these amazing human beings. Over to my that way, and let's go around and get final thoughts from folk on the evening, starting with Smurf. We'll go reverse order.
Hey, I'm Smurf. You can find me at DSC_Smurf on the internets. I stream a lot of D&D. You can catch me tomorrow night on Dubstack Charisma at 7:30 for our Curse of Strahd game. It's pretty cool. Tonight was awesome. I really like the party dealing with different people in different manners with the goblins, and seeing Jack go from goblin to Victor's voice back and forth was super good and super amazing. And I loved it. And I really like that Kavi got to do some sneaky stuff.
Yay. So the next thing we can find you at is tomorrow, Curse of Strahd. You said that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. Chris.
What's up, everybody? The Chris Herzog on all social media, Judah Killer on Twitch. As far as the session today, I love the fact that anytime we're presented with an encounter, we find a way to manipulate it and turn it into like making friends.
I deeply enjoy that because
so much fun.
A number of things could go out a number of different ways today, and they did.
For sure.
I'm very happy about
that
so far. Yeah.
For sure. No,
I imagine there will be blood, just not yet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's coming up. Yeah, for sure. I do have a website. I'm a jiu-jitsu and MMA instructor by trade. If you're into that kind of thing, you can check out the website. It's an instructional-based website, www.zogopedia.com. And I just want to say one other thing. Be careful out there, and don't forget to look out for your fellow human beings. Make sure you guys loving each other out there. We need it right now.
Wash your damn hands.
Yeah, wash them. 20 seconds.
Huh?
Meg.
That's who I am. Hello. In a nutshell, I am Meg. You can find me rambling about the Discord, doing the weird grown-up mod thing, usually screaming about my obnoxious kids that I'm student teaching right now. I love them. They're great. I'm dying. But yes, take care of yourself. My third graders literally laughed at me because I was disinfecting the whole room today before I left. So that's that. I had a lot of fun today. I'm really bad with words, IRL and in character, like 90% of the time. So yeah.
Maybe don't.
I just wanted to bring up the cows because I could.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
I was like, I'm like, okay, so we have adventures. They're just asinine and insane and don't go anywhere. So I was like, okay, well, cows are safe. The fuck else has happened that's not going to completely like kill us? Like, so that was fun. Caracas, stop eating all the food before using your brain.
Never.
And yeah, that's that.
Sweet. Leona.
Hi, my name is Neelam, but you can call me Leona. You can find me moderating the Welcome to the Party Discord or on Twitter at the Leona Maple. I'm the founder of Vibrant Missile Victorious for the channel, and I'm a consultant that helps make your projects more diverse. And I had a blast tonight. Oh my goodness. I love getting into the meat of it. And it was just a lot of fun and laughs, and I'm just so glad we're back. I missed y'all last week, so I just had a blast. And now I have ears.
Yay, ears! Capjack.
Hey everybody, I am Capjack, or at Captain J Cross, and you can find me here, of course, on Friday nights with our Storm of Four group, where I'm speaking both as Ivan, or not Ivan, wow, that's a different character altogether. My bad. Victor, that's the one I'm playing this time. And of course, my Goblin Force. So, but yeah, and maybe in the future at another time this week as well. But yeah, tonight was a blast. God, we are the worst spies ever.
You're not great at it.
But you know what? I think we can parlay our ineptitude into making people totally like underestimate us, and maybe we can use that to our advantage in the future. So let's use that.
It's endearing.
Expect, Kavi was actually, competent, not after what we've done.
Yay! Yeah. Competent Kavi.
it works out really good. And yeah, we're probably going to start bad things real soon. And this poor kid, I think she's actually captured. Yeah. This will be interesting to figure that out.
All right. Fan.
Hi, I'm Dan Rand everywhere on the internet, here and on Twitter. And you can find me here Friday night, Storm of 4. Monday nights at 6:30 Central on twitch.tv/open for adventure with more D&D goodness. And then my own channel Tuesdays through Thursdays at 4 p.m. Central. I started playing Pathfinder Kingmaker, and it's a really fun game.
So good. It's such a great game.
Good. It's really good. And I'm just glad we got to play again.
Oh, yeah, me too. We had a week off, and this is great. It's good to be back. I'm glad you're all here. I am Sean, also known as Thrak. I've been your DM for the evening. I hope you all had a wonderful time hanging out with us tonight, watching us play D&D. I know I had a wonderful time playing with these amazing human beings and watching them stumble over themselves. It is a difficult campaign to kind of get all of the pieces together in, and there are a lot of clues and things like that, so there's a lot of investigation going on, and we're just kind of at the very tip of the iceberg here. So it's been fun to watch you kind of slowly peel back the first couple layers of the onion that is the elemental evil of A Storm of 4. You can find me next. On Sunday, we're premiering Hell's Comin' With Me over on Devil's Luck Gaming, where I will be running a Savage Worlds Deadlands campaign. If you don't know what Deadlands is, it's a Weird West role-playing game. So it's kind of a Wild West with, like, steampunk and magic and stuff like that. And it's super fun. And we're going to be in full costume. It's going to be great. So you should check that out, 8 p.m. Eastern, Sundays, twitch.tv/Devil's Luck Gaming. And then on Tuesdays, I play in our Rifts RPG at 8 p.m. And with that, we're going to go... Oh, first of all, of course, thank you to our amazing sponsors, Roll20, Tabletop Loot, Devin Rue, and So Nerdware. You can check out all the awesome information there in chat. And I am going to send us to Dice Priori, because they are amazing people. /raid, Dice Priori. There we go. All right. So thank you all again so much for hanging out. We just loved having you. So we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.